And we're recording.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Jason, and welcome to
Oh,
a very
man.
public spanking of some guy playing a video game. I've taken over. I'm mad with power.
Of course. Welcome to a
Also,
very
I'm sad
public Let's
everybody
Play
didn't hear all my
of...
accusations of anti-Semitism leveled at my
Oh
phone.
my god.
Joining
I
us
am
tonight as a guest instead of the host, we have Angus.
With an A.
Greetings!
You blew out your microphone.
Discord
Shut
only
up,
caught half of
Angus. You
that.
have
Well,
no power anymore over us.
also joining us
You're-
for
you're
a
in
trip
orange
to
shoes
nostalgia, Jason
With a D.
with a D.
You didn't do it. You didn't. Hi, everybody. It's me, Jason with a D. Boy, what a fun experiment this is going to be. How old
Also-
is this game?
95. Also joining us, Matt, who is high off his ass and has already let me know that.
I'm
Samo.
Matt with an M, I think. I'm pretty sure it's an M.
Don't worry
Could
about
be
it.
Matt with an X. I don't know.
You can sit back and enjoy the trip.
You loosen the reins a wee bit and see what happens, eh?
Now, there's about like a 3-second thing that we're not going to get to see because I couldn't start streaming through Discord with the game not running, so sorry.
I feel shortchanged.
Now, this is Torin's Passage by Sierra. This is what you get when the guy behind Leisure Suit Larry tries to make a kid's game.
Wait, what was it called?
Torin's Passage.
I don't like this.
And we're
Torrance
going to start
Passage?
with... Yep.
I smell fire.
And we're going to start with the prologue. Here we
Okay.
go.
No.
So, someone left garlic in the fridge for too long.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah,
Either that, they're
Fulver.
gonna- It's either that or they're going to test someone's manhood.
Someone made the
we
baby
should
cry.
come up with something like called cheat code.
Oh boy, CGI with 2D animation, that always works.
Yep.
Oh look, someone got inspiration from Dragon's Quest.
Oh, you know what? Genshin.
Oh look, someone stole the villain
Genshin,
from
I got an
Hunchback of
idea.
Notre Dame.
Yes, Matt?
He had a name. It was Frollo. So the equivalent folder tonight should be like cheat code, and it's if us three dummies can't figure out something, we're just like cheat code, and then you're like, okay, you idiots, this is how you're actually supposed to solve the puzzle.
I mean, I know how to beat this
Dum-dums.
game, so yeah. If you guys
So
want to drive, that's fine with me.
Morlocks. Because tonight is an experiment, you know. So we have fun tonight. We test some stuff. We're scientists. Oh, that's why I smelled fire. They're cooking hot dogs outside. I thought I set something on fire and I couldn't find it, and I just accepted my fate. Where it's like, well, you guys are gonna hear me burn to death tonight. That's something, at least. But nope. Napalm gets to live another.
I thought this was a video game.
It is. This is just the intro cinematic.
Oh, you know what? I never played this.
Because this was 95 and this game came on CD.
But I remember seeing ads. I remember seeing ads for this like all the time.
Who died?
Like in
Who
like,
was
Someone
that?
wearing that ring.
I think it was Frollo.
The parents of the
Frollo
baby.
died. Oh no, he got Tarzan. And there's no monkeys here to take care of him.
Alternately, this is what happens before Willow starts.
This is what happens before like 90% of all fantasy series.
I have no idea what just happened.
And then,
Bad guy, bad
The
guy.
king and queen
Bad guy
died.
did a bad guy thing, I guess.
Yeah, you
And
have
then
to
the
turn down the
baby.
game streaming app. Sorry.
And then the
Now where is he?
Are you playing the game yet?
Not yet. No.
Torin, when are you?
I
gonna
hate
grow
him.
up?
yeah,
You pick up those
people
tools
bitch about
like
like
I told you.
unskippable
I thought I'd
open
do
and
that
cutscenes.
tomorrow.
Oh, look, oh
No,
no!
I need him in the
Don't tell us
morning.
Prince Adam is
You
our
get into town
main
right now.
character. No,
Yes,
he's so lame looking.
Hurry
Yeah,
home, Torin.
that's the guy we
Don't
have
be
to
late
watch
for
throughout the
dinner.
entire game.
He's a nerd.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
Oh God,
this
fucking
isn't what I
Graham
want
from
in
King
life.
Quest.
I should be a
Graham's
hero.
from
Still
King
not
Quest
playing.
looks like a fucking
You're
Chad
a
next to this
troublemaker.
fucking asshole.
Right, Boogle?
Right,
Hey,
Boogle?
Yep, Boogle.
What?
There's Boogle!
No!
Sleep again?
Fuck this! Where's his goddamn nose?
Is this all
Hey,
my
Jim.
life will ever be? Running errands
Yes.
to this little town?
Kill yourself.
I just don't want to live my life without ever having lived
Then
my
kill
life.
yourself. Oh. What?
Holy shit, I should never have dropped that acid.
Oh no, they've turned into candy. They're Jolly Ranchers now.
Oh no, hard candy magic.
Chapter 1.
And now we have the
The lands
interface, but
above.
guess what? We're still not playing yet.
No! They never hurt anyone! What happened?
Wait, why are we on a
I
desk
saw
now?
it. I saw everything.
Oh,
Who are
good.
you?
Death saw
What are
everything.
you doing here?
I was just.
Sure, it's
I'm
not
Shadow Weaver.
I was so scared. I hid behind your barn.
Man, you need to see a dentist, Jesus.
It
I
must
hid behind your
be
butt?
a sorcerer. Or sorceress.
Why?
Dun dun dun.
And who around here has such power?
Why, I do. I mean,
I do.
I don't know.
But once there was such a person. But no. Licentia's been gone for years.
Licentia?
Yep.
Who's Licentia?
Oh, I don't think it could possibly be her.
It's my
She was
ex.
banished to the lands below years ago.
What is?
The lands below.
Every time I
She
see
must have
this
been
kid's hair
evil to
gets
be
worse
sent
and
there.
worse. I hate her.
Yes.
The lands below
There's
instead of
no
hell?
way you could ever find her down.
No, literally the lands below. The
I know
planet
that.
is called Strata.
I'll find this Licentia and force her to release my parents.
Or I will rape her to
Santa.
death.
First, I'm
Also,
gonna have a frat
he's
party.
just Palpatine. That's just Palpatine. But this came out before the prequels, so Lucas ripped this off.
Are we?
And-
Oh, we're playing now, I guess.
And we're playing now. There's you, there's Boogle. Boogle is stretching.
I have never been less
Really?
interested in what happens.
Okay, what do
What
we
is
do?
that
What do we
noise?
gotta do? Go left. All right.
You
Yeah,
want-
what is the noise?
Well, there's
It's
music,
on
and
Google.
there's birds, and then there's whenever you squish Boogle, he makes a squish noise. We also have, when the cursor is gray like that, there's nothing to interact with, and when it's over something we can mess with,
These berries
it turns white.
Them. I take your
Okay,
acid trip.
so
I
Also,
thought
we
Sierra
have
made
a,
popular games.
also we have a hint timer down here. Whenever we haven't done something for a certain amount of
No.
time, this pops down, and we can click it for hints, which take away our
And it
score.
plays the game for you?
And
oh,
we
so
can
it's
view
like,
items in our inventory.
it's
in
like a
full
shade
3D.
timer.
So, where do you want to go
Holy
first?
shit!
They
I
want
can't hear you over the game. The birds are so fucking loud I want to take my headset off.
You can turn the volume down for the stream. I can't control
Oh, that's
that.
right. How do I...
Sorry.
Let's see. Screen.
I am sorry about that, Jason. I can't control it on my end. It'll end up mixed just fine when it turns into a
It's down
video
at the
that we
bottom.
upload, though.
It's down at the bottom, Jason.
Under settings
Bottom
or
right.
where? Oh, on here.
Bottom right of. No. Yeah, bottom right of the screen.
There
See
we
it?
go.
Okay,
Little
We
round
good?
Thing.
Yeah, I'm good.
okay. So
It
we
was
can
to
go
your
back to our house,
I blame
or
the
we
video
can go
game.
to the Crystal City,
But yeah, Sarah made a
or we can
lot.
see what's this direction.
Sarah made. Oh, Oh shit, Crystal City sounds fucking awesome.
What was that, Angus?
He's got no butt.
I don't want to find. Look, Angus, I don't want to hang. I don't want to hang around this scene of a rape. Like that seems like a bad idea. Like we should let the fantasy police take care of it. You
I'll
know?
go the direction the game wants you to go, which is to the Crystal City.
Okay, the Crystal City.
No matter how many
I don't
times
see Crystal.
Crystal City.
I don't either.
Impressive.
It's the little thing at the bottom of the vista.
was
And I know a lot of people are like, this is really crappy graphics, but this is pure nostalgia
I was
for me,
right.
you know?
This was premium gaming in 1995.
How many
More
times
than
have
a
I
ha-
played through this game? Couple dozen, probably. Played it a lot as a kid.
You know what? I'm curious.
There's no way I could get across that moat.
No, of course not.
You could swim
But you
it.
can inspect it.
Oops. Oh no, what a great way to die in a game. Fall in water.
The Croctopus may well combine the worst characteristics of
Oh yeah, this is
Buy
a
a
Sierra
Croctopus.
game. We're gonna die a lot, and
laptop computer case.
it's not gonna tell us. They're not gonna throw up death flags. They're just gonna be like, "Yeah, this kills you. You should have been smart."
Maybe this will get
Way to
some
go,
attention.
Stoop.
Simon the Sorcerer came out a couple of years before this and had much better interaction and
Torin
graphics.
of the Farman Valley. The bridge is up. Yes,
I mean, a lot of
see,
things
but
there.
I
Like this
thought
was
perhaps
kind of
you would
towards
be
the
able to convince you.
not
to,
really the end of Sierra games, but
yeah,
like
I guess not.
this was like towards. This was definitely on the slope down.
Halt! Oh, you are halted. Yes.
Now, I'm just
Fall
gonna
into
tell
the
you,
bomb.
Would
we
you
can't
mind
get
moving
into
a
the
little?
city.
What?
I don't know, they didn't just decide not to program it or what, but the city is closed
Well,
today.
Okay.
We can keep bugging this guard, though.
Yeah, fuck the guard.
Yeah, keep fucking bugging that prick. Let him in. We need to get into the Crystal City. Because obviously there's meth
Oh,
there. Because
Who goes
Crystal.
there? Me. You know it's me. You just told me to start walking.
Also, I'm looking up
Well,
games that came out
okay.
in 1995.
Halt!
Uh,
But now
Chrono
I
Trigger,
am halted again.
Donkey
I
Kong
halted when you
Country
first
2,
said, halt.
Yoshi's Island,
What?
Mortal
I didn't
Kombat
say
3,
halt.
Command and Conquer,
Did not.
Warcraft 2.
Did I? Oh. Oh.
Oh my god, Full
Never mind.
Throttle came out. We
Go
need
away.
to do. Oh, we should
Go
do Full
away.
Throttle. It's
I
so
haven't asked for
awful.
permission to enter yet. Go away anyway. But couldn't you?
But then that means one of us has to play Full
guess not.
Throttle.
Witty banter, everyone.
I'm listening to it.
Halt!
It's like Discworld
Oh, not
humorous.
again. Look, all I want to do.
How much are you looking forward to the City Watch, by the way?
The bridge is up.
Uh,
Yes, I can see
I've
that.
not seen much
I
about
thought
it.
Perhaps you could.
It's cyberpunk.
Hello?
yeah.
Uh-huh. It doesn't look anything like Terry
Halt!
apparently his daughter and the
How many
production
times
company
are we
is
gonna do
so
that?
upset
How many
over
times
what
you
they've
gonna
decided
toss
to do
those
with it
pebbles
that
up here?
they've formed their own production company
I need
to create
information
faithful
about
interpretations
Lycentia,
of his
about
work.
The lands below. Can you help me?
Discworld, the video
Lands
game, came
below?
out this year.
You don't want
Oh,
to
yeah.
know about that place.
I think
And
it's
it's a
Lycentia?
point and click.
I've never heard of that place. She's not a place.
It's a fucking
She's
difficult game, that one.
I
Yes, it
must
is.
find her.
Now, this is going to come up every once in a
I
while.
guarantee you she is not
No
here.
one
No,
knows
go
about
away.
Lycentia except for that
You are
random Haggard guy at the
interrupting
start.
my nap time. Brother, you're no help.
Maybe you
You
should
mean
have
the-
listened to him.
Good night.
The Shadow Rapist?
Hello? I cannot hear you. I'm asleep. How could you?
Oh
be
shit, the
talking?
Discworld game came
No,
out
I'm
in
not.
1995.
Mm-hmm.
Tying it all
I-
together.
Thanks for joining the conversation there.
Are not.
Matt, we just said that.
I literally said that
Besides,
just
if
before
a
you
I
did.
thought-
is anywhere, she's not in
Look, I
Crystal
thought
City.
you were just talking about Discworld in
And then
general.
the game tells you that it's time to move on.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Well,
Bye,
no, game.
gatekeeper.
I will not move on, game. I thought this was America.
So, where to now, guys?
I say we go get our gun and our America bandanas for a mask and then invade the city.
Yeah, let's invade This is an open world game, right? This is a sandbox.
Not exactly. So, we've got that.
What is the purple thing, by the way? Just for point of clarity, what is it?
Boogle!
Okay, that's not an answer.
Boogle is Boogle.
What is he? Thanks. I'm leaving.
I mean, Google is an answer.
If you want to see
It's not
what he's
true.
good for, I'll show you. By going
Yeah.
all the way back to the townhouse. Now, notice when we're going on these long treks into the background here, we have this little button for speeding up. How much of that do you want me to use?
All of it, all the time.
Okay. Now, one thing I'll give this is the usable items are integrated into the background a little better.
Okay.
Like that rope there.
Oop. It's one of these games. Oh God. I haven't
Wait,
played one of
hang
these
on,
games since Monkey
Grab
Island.
the rope.
I wish I had a pleber for every time.
We might need it for some Japanese bondage.
Wait a minute. He said he wished he had a
'Cause
gleaver.
This is made
A
by the guy
pleber,
who
a
made
fictional currency.
Oh, a cleaver.
A pleber.
He said He said some made-up shit. I told you.
Now, you see this here, how it looks interesting? It isn't. I've never been able to figure out what that actually is right there, but
It's just background.
Hey, Boogle,
Yep.
let's go.
Hey,
also for some
poo-poo.
reason,
Let's leave. Thanks, poo-poo. Oh, poo-poo, I love you. I love poo-poo.
this is what
Yeah.
Boogle's for.
That's an awfully modern-looking interior. The chairs are way too big.
Boogle shapeshifts into items that you can use.
What?
Boogle
Wait a
can
minute.
now turn into a box.
Why would I want a pet that turns into a box?
Are we living in a pool?
It's basically
living
a
in a Google
reusable
box?
item inventory. So this is your normal point-and-click adventure inventory, and then this is Boogle's inventory of stuff he can turn into.
And one of the things he can turn into is a box.
Yep,
Is he
the Boogle
Busby?
box.
Is he a Busby clone?
Now there's a few things to look at. We can be an idiot and burn our hand on the
stove's
stove.
Still hot, all right.
Hooray!
Yep, the stove's still hot, all right.
Just like Daddy used to.
Can he touch it until he dies?
Favorite chair. I hope she's okay.
Nah, you can't die in this room.
That's where Dad always sat after
Oh,
dinner.
Daddy, he
And
gone
drifted
missing.
off to sleep.
That's shocking for a Sierra game. Usually, but then
Now-
he did say this one's for children.
Yep. Now you've got the chairs here where Mom and Dad died, and then right over here you've got a little something to investigate
minute.
too, which
Are they
This-
dead?
maybe.
Oh, his multiple pipes that he used
this
instead of
empty
one
couch for
favorite
something.
pipe and cleaning that.
Uh-huh. So we have to take his tobacco bag for something later, which, if you don't know that this little area is here that you can inspect the pipes, you'll wander around for hours trying to figure out where this bag is.
How long did you wander around? What the
Um,
fuck? Is there a worm fucking her yarn?
Come back
No.
here.
Bad.
Come here,
Bad worm
Inchi.
fucking her yarn.
Gotcha.
Inchy.
No, you don't want to go that
Yep.
way.
And
Had
this
she
will
gone
also
that way,
confuse
she
you
would have wound
because
up at that horrible castle.
you'll try to catch him a few times and you'll think, I need to get an item, and you just have to keep clicking. And now we have Inchy.
So the item is a worm.
Yep.
An inchworm.
If you want to talk about moon logic, this game has moon logic.
Hey, Jim,
Yes?
how much was the cheat book for this?
I never needed one.
Oh, you're boastful. You're boastful. You do
Also-
realize that a lot of these companies realized they made more money off the cheat books than on the games themselves, and so they started making them intentionally difficult. In other words, there would be no way you'd be able to figure out what to do unless you bought the cheap book.
As you can see here, we've got some slugs.
That tree is just.
Oh, I thought that tree was sweating.
High speed.
They are caffeine laced, so if you suck them, you get caffeine.
That.
Sure.
Yummy.
Or do they
Can't catch them though.
They're full of caffeine.
Whoa, these spines are razor sharp. I'd better.
And I can't possibly walk around them.
And just vines with razors on them that grow out of nowhere.
That
Wonderful.
he's never encountered, even though they are steps away from his home.
And then all these leaves that we don't know what to do with yet.
I grew up around this area. I don't know. I never went 5 feet.
I don't like him, and I don't like his pet.
You don't like
The
Boogle?
fun thing is,
Fuck Boogle. Fuck his
Jason,
name, especially.
did you ever play Blade Runner, Jason?
Look at this sad bog.
No, I never played Blade Runner. There was a game that I played that was a rip-off of Blade Runner, and I wish I could remember what it was called.
Now this
Oh,
part's
the
wonderful.
Blade Runner game is... It's mental. That was a 4-discer, that one.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That is that junction.
No, it was something where there was a drug in the cyberpunk future that was turning people into like what well, it was killing them, but it was also turning them into lizards. I can't remember the name of it.
Also, yes, yeah, I have played Planescape Torment. Planescape Torment, even.
From out of the bushes.
The Amazing Spider-Man?
59596058.
Did the game break?
And 3
This is the game.
Oh, I get it. Oh,
Oh,
I get it. It's funny.
Now, we don't know what we want to do in this place yet, but I just
I
wanted to
don't-
show another death scene I knew of.
I don't know what I wanted to do with the rest of the afternoon.
Rise of
Why
the
does that-
Dragon.
Why does it make a squishy weird noise?
Because he's squishable, and he keeps squishing him.
Yeah, but it sounds like he's, you know, kind of... Okay, it really does sound like he's having an orgasm.
Now
It's
that
like-
looks interesting, doesn't it?
What is... Oh, look at that!
It's a tree.
A big complicated tree. Oh boy, look at this long stroll into the middle distance.
Hooray! Gameplay!
Let's just skip it. And here's a scene that I don't think we ever reach again. The first time you walk down here, you end up in this scene, but I don't think we ever... I think they skip that screen in all later visits to this area.
I'm back.
We're having luck getting anywhere, aren't we?
Anybody home?
No!
Guess not.
Also, Jason, Lord Havoc is saying Rise of the Dragon.
Emergency, break glass.
Is that the game that I was talking about?
Lord Havoc is saying
Gee.
it is.
I wonder what we should be breaking here when it says break glass.
Well, you've got all these crystals nearby. Maybe if we do something with this one.
Grind it up and snort it. Woo!
Nice blue color, eh, Boogle? Yeah.
Let's get
What's
fucked,
that?
man.
You.
Like some
rang?
magic crystal from a cave.
Huh? Who are you?
That's how
Where'd
you
you
become a
come
god.
from? What are you doing there? You trying to sneak by me? Oh, I wasn't asleep, no sir.
There's the
I
old
heard
man.
You come through.
Words.
Well, I wasn't trying to sneak by you. I'm Torin, and I really need to get
You're
to the land.
Torrid?
Can you help me?
The land.
He's boring the Torin.
You're one of them? Well, you can't stay up here. You go right back.
I
down
don't
where
like
you came
him.
from. Yep, nobody from down
I
there
don't
will
like
trouble
him.
me, and you won't need it.
I want him off of my screen, please.
I'm not from the land
lands below?
I don't
We're not
like
done.
him either.
So you do know how to get there?
Did a different artist draw him?
There, why no one
No, I don't like him either. Why
That's
does he look like he's shitting?
self-respecting citizen.
Why does he
Like
look
his
like he's
world
having
is
a
filled
big
with
dry
monsters,
poop?
malcontents,
This is really starting to
psychos,
veer into like
politicians.
Phillips
there's no way I'd
CDI
let you go down
Zelda
there.
game territory.
It is.
So you do
It
know.
started that way. What are you talking
Please
about?
help me, sir. I must get
I
to the
mean,
lands below.
A little
May I
bit, but
come
it
inside?
was better. But now it's like
No
we
way,
got the
nobody
shitted
gets
man
inside
over
this
here.
guardhouse except my
This just
replacement.
reminds me of that.
Don't
The
know
art
where
style
he
reminds me
is
of that
either. Was
set
supposed
of
to be
shitty
here
knockoff
10,
DVDs
maybe
that
12
Phalis
years ago.
reviews
Never been
with
this late
the
before. No, you gotta go.
raccoon.
like-
Get out of here and don't come back.
Wow, what a prick.
Dingo.
Dingo. That's it. Yeah, Dingo Productions.
Now, of course, we don't want to
He
give up,
couldn't
do
stop
we?
shitting long enough to even answer the door properly.
Now, he has revealed, though, that he's a guard guarding a passage to the lands below. And
What are you
where do we
talking
wanna
about? He
go?
looked like a crazy wizard, not a guard.
That was the same guard's uniform as the Crystal City.
I really wasn't paying attention.
Look, he might. And see, this is why if you were Torin,
it's me.
you'd be dead.
I'm.
You would have listened to
I'm
me.
your replacement.
I would have
Is
been
his
dead
name
as well.
Torin or Torin?
You are.
Torin.
Torin.
Finally, it's about
Torin.
time. You
Torin's
must be
the
10 years
fucking
late.
dude from
Where have
Venture
you
Brothers.
been?
Heavy traffic.
Huh?
You know, the Scottish
Whatever.
pyromancer.
Hurry up and
This
get
was made by
inside here.
for
I'm
children.
powerful hungry.
All you've done as a player is just kind of walk around and pick up shit.
Can't say I much care for the
To be
new
fair,
movie
if it
Oh,
was
you
a
click.
dumb kid, they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna click all the stuff and I'm making up a story in my brain palace. That's why Jimshin loves this, because he's got all these like memories tied to it. Whereas we're just cynical assholes coming in fresh and being like, oh, this game is dumb.
Now,
it's a
Boogle could
boring.
be a lantern.
Why?
You mean
But
a
I
hot
want him.
plug?
Okay.
He
Oh,
can
shit,
turn himself
how
a
does
hot
it-
plug.
Get started.
How does he make the flame?
Okay.
How does he make the light?
Started what?
Don't they teach you young'uns anything at basic anymore?
Well, maybe, but I wasn't exactly at the top of my class, you know?
I can see that. Don't
Ha ha
no more.
ha! Oh,
What's your
sorry.
generation coming to? Say,
Your provisions, young
Where's
man.
your
I've not had
provisions?
fresh beef in years.
Well,
I'd
do you
rather
want?
have
My
the ham,
meal,
if
boy.
you know what
My
I
meal.
mean, big boy.
you know the core tradition.
Talking
Taking
about,
over the replacement
I'm
guard
talking about that
always cooks the
uncircumcised
departing guard his
masterpiece
final
between
meal.
your legs.
I knew that. Yeah, that's still taught.
And this is our first
Ooh,
task. We have to make food for this old guy.
You mean you
Well,
didn't
you'll be
bring it
making
with ya?
me sausage and
Well,
beans.
you won't find no home
If
for
you guys ever
comforts
wanted
out
to know
here.
why they don't
It's
make
your
video games like
problem,
this
not
anymore.
mine. I know.
I like
There
the
you go.
touch. But they still, like, occasionally will make, like, fucking Telltale was doing this shit for a while until, you know, that's
Yeah,
not
but at least they
Who
employed.
are you?
We're literally staring at someone way in the corner,
Oh, brother. Why,
Yeah, the
talking
frame
to
is
someone with their
pretty
back
bad.
to us.
You know, there's a tradition that the new guard.
I mean,
There's a,
wears the
there's a
device
lot more
me-
zoom in
So I'm
dialogue
gonna fix
later,
yours.
but yeah.
Dang right, I know.
There's a lot of reasons these
And I
games don't get
know
made
what
much
I want.
anymore. Mostly
Hope you
because
brought it with ya.
most of the examples of this style of game are pish.
For my appetizer,
The
And,
good
you
ones
know,
are good though.
berry juice.
the NWO,
Freshly squeezed.
and
None of
the
that canned
Jews.
crap either.
they control
Berry
everything,
juice,
and they
huh?
don't want games like this being made anymore, because it dumps.
He
They'll dumb
wants
down the
berry
populace.
juice. We have berries.
Here you are, Herman.
I'm a
I brought you
conspiracy
some
theorist
berries.
now. I decided it in my
Now squeeze
stoned
it.
haze. I'm voting for
What?
Jesse Ventura. Did I tell everybody that
Alright,
last week?
Where's the juicer?
Decided
I
that
told
since,
ya,
you know,
over there.
You're voting for
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura for what?
you don't know he's running for the Green Party. He's gonna be the Green Party nominee for president, Jason. Jesse Ventura for president.
So you want Trump for
Can
president?
you be an axe?
Look, I live in Virginia. It doesn't matter. It's cool. I have the
Here you
privilege
go.
of being
Say,
able to be like,
what
you know
kind of
what?
berries are those?
I just want to have
Why,
a lark,
chuckberries.
some
Of
shits and
course.
giggles.
Why did Plugy change into a guitar there?
I don't know.
Why is he drinking out of a plant pot?
Jason, you should vote for Jesse
that
Ventura with me.
tastes
You live in
great.
California.
But now
You're
I'm not
doesn't
voting for
matter.
Jesse Ventura.
Oh,
Come
brother.
on, it'd be
You know what I
funny.
really miss?
If he won,
I'm kind of afraid to hear.
He never would win.
Spaghetti and
Uh-huh.
meatballs.
We need a
Spaghetti
serious
and
politician
meatballs.
right now, Matt, in
Don't you
America.
mean spaghetti
How about
and
you?
meatballs?
Okay, Jason, how about this?
Ain't
Vote for
never
Vermin
heard of no
Supreme.
such thing as that.
vote for who?
Say, you sure you're from
Vermin,
around
you
here,
don't know
boy?
Vermin Supreme?
No.
No.
Sluggetti and Meatballs.
Oh my
is
god, you
exactly
don't know
what
the
I
legend
crave.
of Vermin Supreme.
No, and I don't
Okay,
care.
I'll
The
fix it.
freest man in this free country.
Why? Slugs and meatballs. What do you think?
Vermin Supreme is an actual politician. Micro.
He's a man
He's
who
ru-
wanders around with a boot on his head.
So our
He's
next
running
task,
on a pro-pony platform.
guys.
Yeah?
So our next task is to make spaghetti and peat balls.
Our next Paschetti.
Spaghetti.
So, I
Wait,
guess
why do we want to go under the world or whatever?
To rescue our
to
parents.
get our parents back, apparently.
I thought they were dead. They're
No,
not
they
dead?
were
CRISPR or
captured.
some shit. We've got to get slugs and balls.
Yeah, Jason.
What?
You want a pony? Vermin Supreme
No.
will give you a pony if he wins.
I don't want a pony. What would I do with it? That is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. Do you know how much
I
it
can
costs
only-
to take care of a pony?
Nah, you just feed him some shit. You feed him dog food.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. No, I'm not throwing my vote away. And if I could, I'd go back in time to every person that put up a protest vote, and I wish I could stick a gun in their mouth because I'm done. I'm tired of stunt voting.
Come on.
We've
man.
paid the price. Right now, we have a president who is so dangerous because he has no fucking idea what he's doing. And we're in the middle of a goddamn pandemic that will never go away because we don't have any leadership. I'm so fucking done.
Oh yeah, I had the game. Ginger. How's the Paschetti and meatballs coming?
Well,
I
if you
triggered
remember, we
Jason.
passed by a peat bog, so we're gonna go to the peat bog and get some peat moss.
Why?
He's got to
Sounds
dip
like
his
the
balls.
worst Paschetti.
He's got
But-
to dis- his-
If you remember,
Dip his
last
balls
time we
in the
did it, we fell into the peat moss and we died. So now we're gonna use our rope like a bungee cord.
Hope this works.
Yay!
Oh no, the rope works.
This game does know that bungee is elasticated rope, right? It's not just normal.
Oh shit,
don't
he
know
knows
that.
about this game too.
Do you think any of these people know that?
And now we have a lovingly 3D rendered handful of peat moss.
We've been pooping
Hooray! Guys,
We've
I
been
gotta go
pooping
run an
all
errand. I'll
over
be right back. Throw Micro in here.
Better off worrying about getting
Have
yourself
Micro
Never
yell
really
at
better
Matt for a
reaching
while.
your bank.
on. Yeah. Mike could debate me about Jewish blood soup or something.
I hate you, Matt.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
We
We'll
can't
be here.
help that you question Jews, Micro.
Yeah.
I could only reach that branch.
Why did I suddenly turn into a Nazi anymore?
I don't know. I just decided it on the fly because I'm so hot. It's like, you know what'd be funny? I just accused Micro of anti-Semitism. Look, kind of like how, like, you know, I convinced everybody Lundy was dead for 9 months. Or that time I borderline almost convinced everybody.
How did that untie?
Or that time I almost convinced everybody Lundy was a pedophile.
How the fuck
But
did
he
he do
was
that?
like, Stop making pedophile jokes, Napalm.
Oh look, he's Zeke Hiling.
Now how am I gonna get my bag?
He has a very high dexterity.
And then this happens.
Boogle,
Wait.
stop!
What?
What?
How did the rope go away?
Oh, he
got
tossed
his
it
bag.
behind him off the screen.
He's an idiot.
Yeah,
Boogle? You mean this whole time you
the
could have
plot
walked right out
demands
on
it.
that bog?
it was eaten by the pot wizards.
Only when it's funny, huh? Only when it's funny.
Now you've got to dip your balls in that slime and present it to the old man for him to suck on.
And yes, the game just pulled in only when it's funny.
Which is stupid.
When a game's got good comedy, it can pull up
That's
shit.
fine.
See
No,
this
it
world,
could-
When?
Simon the Sorcerer.
no, bad games. Everything's it's fine. I'm so stuck. Just like, you know what? Everything's cool, man. It's just.
Now,
You
we
know,
have to do
just
something a little
chill.
convoluted here, because we had to talk to the guy to figure out he wanted the slugs, and now we have to figure out that we can't catch the slugs.
Chop down the tree.
There's
And then go
There's
back
slugs.
and talk to him again.
there. Can we
That's
not touch them? Or they?
Well,
bad
they're-
slugs?
The guard.
They're highly caffeinated slugs, so they're extremely fast, and
Oh.
we can't catch them.
That's
No.
how that
Caffeine
works.
waste.
I want to call it
Caffeine
bad
waste, not full
slug.
of caffeine.
But, if you notice right here, there's this little animation going on. And we meet these two guys.
What are you looking
So we're going to kill a couple of snails.
to do? Staring at snails?
Oh no, we're gonna be a
Is this
genocide.
Is this
Actually,
a Muppet
maybe I have a
ripoff?
lot to do. But who are you?
No, it's more Eureka's
Who in the
castle. These
tenebris
things are
are
way
you?
more like the slurms.
Who are you?
I'm Torin.
Man, I want to
You're a
find an
farmhand.
episode of Eureka's Castle and watch it on the show, because, you know, we get too many of, like, Micro and Angus's bad
Thanks,
children's
Slime.
shows. We need
High
something
five.
good.
You've had like, you've had like three of mine.
Slim and
That's
Slime.
3 too
You
many.
guys seem different from the others.
I remember the dog on the
Different?
moon.
You bet we're
It's a
different.
bear, so you clearly
what
don't.
do you
I
think?
don't
You're talking
care
to
what it
another
is.
couple
It's
of snails?
It's an
You're
abomination.
quite a pair.
Bad.
Why, that's
You
right.
leave,
We
you leave
are.
Bumps alone.
I will
Up
not.
there. Good one, Slim. Thanks, Slime. High five.
Wow, Slim and Slime.
Yep.
What a joke.
Say, guys,
And the
can
fat
you
one
help
is
me
called
with those
Slim.
slugs over there on the next tree?
Eh,
I can't even
comedy.
get close to them. How can
They're
I
not
trap 'em?
eyes.
Trap him.
The stalks are
Oh,
not
look
eyes.
at you, Mr.
Our eyes.
We know just what they like.
Look at Jerry
Sure
Seinfeld, Larry David
they're
over
smart,
here.
Little eyes
but
on
we
the end
can't
of the
tell
stalks.
they're Torin
That's
farmers.
how they work, Angus.
Why not? I'm honest.
There's not eyes.
trustworthy,
They're animation.
sincere.
Oh, it's not that.
You are too
Yeah, it's because
negative.
you haven't
Both
done
of
anything
you.
for us yet.
Look, just
could I do
smash
for
the
you?
Help us turn
smash the
over a
shell
new
already
leaf.
and serve them as slugs.
Why does our
You know what I
comedy
mean?
always have
Good
to
one,
tear
Slim.
people down?
Thanks.
Why can't we build
High
people
five.
up?
All
You
right.
want to build this up?
While I'm not
Yeah,
Gee.
maybe. I don't know.
12-step program.
Such
The
fluid
people who make
animation.
this
You
game,
didn't just make a
Hey.
fucking
What I meant by
alcoholics
turn over a
joke
new
in a
leaf.
kid's
What
game.
he meant was,
they
we need a
probably
new leaf
worked
to
hard on
practice
this
our
game.
hair's figure sliming.
And childhood alcoholism is a serious issue, Micro.
You know, something with
And Slim and Slime are actually a pair of figure slimers.
Retsin. Something to
I
give us
hate
that
them.
competitive edge. Something that will put
What?
us over
Wasn't
the
they
top
won't they don't fit
slime-wise.
in those
Yeah,
shells.
you got anything like
Nope.
that?
They're giant.
And then they ask us for
So,
I had
if
a
I could
really
find
big
you a
leaf.
big leaf,
We'll tell you everything
Tobacco,
you've
is
always
it?
wanted to know, but we're afraid to
I thought you
ask,
said
which is more
they
than
asked
you
for
know
some
now.
head.
Sure.
I was like, oh, it's that kind of game, huh?
Yep, we're going back to the bit so we can pick up a leaf.
Yep. But of course, we don't know anything about leaves, do we? But someone might know about leaves,
Oh
like
god.
a worm.
Leif Erikson, famous Viking explorer and botanist.
Too little.
How close was I, Jimshin?
We
I'll
have
take
to.
your son's silence as an admission of correctness.
It's gonna be the top right.
Yeah, it's gonna be that one, which is slightly different. It's like watching the watching
Oh,
old cartoons
nice call.
where it's obvious
Thanks, Sinchi.
what objects are not part of the background.
So
Hey,
The
come back
old
here.
Hanna-Barbera.
Now, which one?
really, they're gonna
Not
make
e-
you redo this?
Wait,
Speaking
is-
of,
wait,
Barbara.
what is? There was something wrong with the perspective there.
Gotcha.
Wait, what?
Oh, we're looking at the ground.
We are?
Yuck. Hey, Boogle, get that, will ya?
You just squished the worm that helped you.
Yeah,
Yep.
you killed him.
Well, he's now a flatworm.
Cold as ice, baby.
Yep, and we just unlocked
You always gotta look out for number one.
Oh god. That's
the
terrifying.
Boogle Worm.
Torin's gonna be a
That
great
looks like
king.
it's
He
a
never,
parasite that lives inside your dick.
he already knows what to do. Like, as soon as somebody's done helping you, as soon as their use runs out,
Kill them.
you fucking ice them. You 86 their fucking ass. You put 6 feet of dirt between them and you.
You? You did? You brought us a leaf?
Yep.
And you
And
bid
after
their
you're done
significant
icing them,
other.
Those slugs, how
Claim
can I
claim
Like a
complete
firefighter.
responsibility for their assistance.
Texture. Nice.
Hold on.
structure. Good size.
Wait,
Ever
hold
d-
on. These two are literally
Okay.
stealing
It's a deal.
the slugs'
Done
lives
deal.
for a
high
fucking
five?
leaf.
Yep.
That's horrible.
Your loss.
It is. There's a lot of dark implications here.
Slugs.
Also, I know this is hard for everybody to take track of because I have a lot of these, but have I ever done my
Bog
anti-firefighter
scum.
rant?
Now that's the best.
Bog scum? No.
I don't want
Fine.
to say no.
Scum. That's what you want.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
They're scumbags. Firefight, fuck them.
Yes, you've done this one before.
Get it.
What do you mean can't get it? I know where the moat is.
Yeah.
You know where, but do you
They
know
seduce
what?
their friends' wives.
Like
Also, a lot of
We
them start
save
the
you
fire.
from
yeah.
burning to death.
Croctopus. And lots of
Who cares? Like, I could do that. Like, self-actualize, bitch.
Crack the pie,
Right.
crack the pusses. Don't matter.
You
You'll never get
guys-
close enough to the water to get scum
Not
from the
all
moat.
firefighters are like
Wait
Steve
a
Martin's
minute.
character, right?
Didn't you say you were going to the moat Olympics?
No, they're all
Yeah,
like Steve
why?
Martin's character. Also,
Well,
I am
if
really
I
Going
talking
anywhere,
you.
that's
What do you
plot.
want?
You
That's
referenced
Slim.
the movie.
He moves
Slim,
way too
what do you
slowly.
think?
There's a slight
Okay by
stretch,
me.
but it got there.
Crawling.
Okay, big boy, let's go mountain.
Here.
That
hop on
sounds
your
wrong.
leaf.
But yeah, you know, firefighters are worse than cops. I'll say it.
And now we have
Hey,
Slim and Slime.
hey, Fab, all firefighters are bastards. Let's get this trending, folks.
Fuck's sake, man.
No,
We gotta
Matt.
go all the way back to the mount.
Great. This calls for more alcohol.
Also, I'm gonna start teleporting around a little bit. Because you can do that to
Fuck
move things a
you.
little faster.
Yeah, look, you show me a firefighter, I'll show you a probable arsonist.
Okay, zoom through that. And now we present the snails to the moat monster.
Here we are, boys. The site of the next moat Olympics. I hope you win the gold medal.
Thanks, Torin. You're okay.
And they're
For such a
immediately
dry
eaten.
person.
Yeah,
I mean,
thanks. And in return,
They're talking snails.
I'll
He's
put
already
in
on
a
an
good
acid trip.
word
He may as
for
well
ya
feed them
with
to
some of my
the
croctopus
croctopus.
friends.
What if, like,
Good
Torin
word.
was the
I don't
one
need
who was
good
actually
words. I
attacked
need
in the
moat
beginning,
scum,
and
and
this is
plenty
like
of it.
it's
Oh,
his
you
death
do
dreams
you?
as he's just
And exactly
lying
where
with
do
an
you want
assassin's
it?
blade in his
Why,
fucking
right
sternum,
up here.
bleeding out, his mom crying over
Hey,
him, his
Croc,
king,
pass the boy
his
some
father,
scum.
the king, shouting at the guards to catch the assassin, but they're long gone.
Oh,
Gee, who didn't see that one coming?
And then he just shovels it in his bag.
Oh, we have some shit. Lovely shit.
It's scum, Micro.
Oh no, Matt,
it's
Micro.
diarrhea.
The shit is in chapter 2. And that's not a
Fun
joke.
fact,
That's cool
scum.
shit.
Fun fact, the insult scumbag originally came from condoms. Because scumbag used to be slang for condom. There you go.
Now,
Put
if you're
that in
thinking
your pocket.
Torin's a little dense,
Well,
I
guess
can't
I'll
skip
just
this
leave
next
this
part.
delicious moat
Use that
down
next time you
right
gotta
here
impress
for a
the
while.
in-laws over at dinner where it's like, oh, scumbag used to be a condom.
So, are you saying that the croctopus came on us?
probably.
Actually, Matt, the term is earlier than condoms.
Everything's earlier. Like, we've basically been using...
earlier than
It was a
condoms.
term used in sugar refining, or the frame that was covered in a coarse cloth used in
Now, what
straining.
are we gonna do? If only we had something we could use to catch those slugs. Like, maybe a
The
box?
term itself, I meant, yeah, as scum. The term
Ooh,
for
can you
scumbag
make a
to mean
box
condoms
right over
is a
that moat scum?
1900s thing.
I don't like this.
He's living in a box.
What's
That's
in the
it, Boo.
box?
Now we've got him. No more caffeine for you guys.
They aren't full of caffeine. It said literally that it was
Thanks,
caffeine
Google.
laced. That does not mean it's full of caffeine.
That's literally what that
Now,
means.
Micro, what was that you said about shit in our inventory?
Oh. That's a slug.
Sorry, Boogle.
We tried curb stomping Boogie, but it just squishes back up, man.
Yep,
Very
literally you
impressive.
can stand on top of him and it doesn't kill him. Just a little horrifying, watching him collapse like that. Now, before we go back, I'm gonna get this first. A square root.
Oh, God. Are we gonna have to deal with a hypotenuse later?
Oh, you'll see.
It's a stick. Look at the stick. It is all square. The squares of the stick.
And then fast forward through the scene transition. I got your slugs.
Here's your order, sir. Slugs and
He's
peat
gonna
moss,
eat them?
just as you requested. But boy,
The
did I
fuck,
have to
dude?
go through a lot just
Oh,
to
he's
bring this to
French.
you.
Yeah, I'm sure. You probably just walked round that cliff to the deli.
What? You mean
Fuck you, game.
Just a little guardhouse humor, boy. Ain't no food within days of this place. Now get over
Wait.
there in that kitchen and
Within
rattle
days,
them pots
it didn't
and
take us
pans.
days to walk out and
All
find
right,
the thing.
but
He's
this is
literally
my
fucking
first
right next
attempt
to you.
cooking
What are you
such
talking
a-
about?
delicacy?
Well, remember, Micro, Torin is white. He can bend space and time.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
What do you think the Foley guy did to do the sound effects?
That's is quick to prepare.
That's too much salt.
Here you are, monsieur. Bon appetit.
Too much salt. You've melted those
And
slugs.
then we get to watch him eat.
Wait, what are the long things?
That's
Spaghetti.
diced up slug. Supposedly.
It doesn't make any sense.
Now,
Do
can
we
get
have to
on
watch him eat?
Now, the perfect conclusion to a
Yes, we have to get
near-perfect
closer.
meal. Dessert. And a nice latte.
Dessert? Latte? Oh, no.
Oh, stop your griping. You can skip the latte. Just bring me some dessert.
Yep.
All right.
Your
What do you
dessert?
have for
Oh,
dessert?
just drop your
Why,
trousers,
there's
young
only
boy.
one
I'll show
thing
you what's
that'd
my
top
dessert.
Spaghetti and
I
peat
want
balls.
something salty
I'm afraid
that
to
tastes like
confess.
alfalfa sprouts.
Root.
Yeah, let's make sure of something. If I prepare you a root, then will I be done?
Bingo. Bright boy. Yep, good old root would be just fine.
Root.
He's a beaver.
And look what
He
we
wants
have.
his root.
A root.
Here you go. One large root. Want to help me fix it? No.
Oh
I'll just
boy,
wait
it's a shame
right
Jason's
here.
gonna miss this part.
Somehow I guessed as much.
Is it though?
Hey, nice
I
square
don't think
shape,
he's gonna be
too.
sad.
Them's the best kind.
There's puns. There's gonna be
Okay,
puns.
how about if I make it into a pie?
He's making it into
Oh
a
god.
pie.
What?
The square root of hypotenuse.
Great.
He's making
While
it into
that's
the
in the
pie.
oven baking, why don't you and I head back to the Phenocrest chamber? Ah,
Who's the what's it?
just smell that aroma.
That's not a
You
word.
know, there's nothing like coming home to find the square root
Oh,
pie.
find the square root of pie.
Say,
Oh
we going
man,
out
that's
on that
awful.
joke?
No, we're going out through the secret passage.
That's a terrible joke too.
Just a little.
Wait here while I get something. Pick a
I
shard.
must take my
Any
kryptonite lamp.
shard.
He's like
I've been waiting 15 years to use that line.
he's like someone like Santa
There you
fired
go, boy.
fired an elf and
joint's
he just
all
went
yours.
crazy.
I'm gonna grab my pie and hit the
The
road.
night
get on home,
Santa
you know.
went crazy.
That is,
She's
if
gonna
I
be
remember
like
that.
where
Pie.
home is.
You mean like the Christmas
what
Light
about
movie we
me?
watched?
Aren't you supposed
yeah.
to train me
Yes.
in how this thing works?
Works? Can't. Don't remember. Heck, it don't matter no way, boy. Nobody's come through here in years.
But
Mhm.
is this the way to the lands below?
So, we just relieved the
be,
guard, who was
but
the
you
last
don't
person
care.
standing
All
watch
you
over the
gotta do is
pathway
make sure
criminals
nobody
might
from
take
down
to try and
there
come back up to the
gets
surface.
Up here.
Oh, great.
And we're gonna
job,
go down and leave it completely unguarded. I'm sure nothing bad could happen.
Well, let's put ourselves on the altar and have Google sacrifice us to the old ones.
Now he gave us this shard, which is because we have to...
Do Superman apparently.
Yeah.
Oh. It's this kind of shit.
Yeah, I can't quite remember the combo. Oh, there it is. Usually you just blindly flail around that one and it works.
Now we can fix toilets. Right.
It's the great plunger in the
This
red hot
powder
chili
must
pepper
be
sign.
important. But what if there isn't any of it in the lands below? I'd better find something to hold enough so I can get home again.
And then at this point, anyone who didn't find this bag has to go back and try and find it.
For fuck's sake.
I'd better get enough of this powder to last.
The artwork gets
If it does
worse.
take me to
It's
the lands
progressively
below,
getting
I'll need
worse.
enough to get home again.
Even the artists were at this point were like, "Ah, fuck this shit, man. No one cares.
And that's
about
it,
this."
folks. That's chapter 1.
In the bag.
Can we go
bud.
back to making a police game?
Well, this was
Hang on,
originally going to
Google.
be the first of
Hope I'm right
8
about
games. But...
Bit ambitious.
yeah, it never went anywhere.
And he died.
Cappy.
Come on.
So, they were both in there.
Has he had a stroke? What's wrong with his face?
It's the artwork.
And the child.
Kurzwell? Shortwell?
The child must be found.
The child must be found. My
Immediately.
mullet needs his blood to be nice and buoyant.
That's not a mullet. That's a skeleton.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's a skull.
Thank God that branch were here and he would just have fallen to his death.
Apparently,
Wow.
Sierra had a game called Soft Porn Adventure in 1981.
What?
Have you played that instead?
Sierra Games, the reason why we're never going to get Half-Life 3.
What?
Well, they made Half-Life. They're no longer a company.
Well, it's
Oh, Valve made that
not getting free.
Now we got one tile, and as you saw, there's another one, so...
What?
any fault.
Property rights, micro,
Oh,
property
not
rights still
again.
belong to the people that made it.
Hey, it's Valve. Valve owns and made Half-Life.
If you want a good Sierra game, you've got Homeworld or,
Now,
you know, Pharaoh.
there's a thing down here, but I want to have as little to do with it as possible, so we're going to go this direction first.
Ooh, is it a death thing?
I mean, they did release a new Half-Life game, technically.
It's more painful. Also, a nude frog is scrubbing her laundry.
How much are we going to see of this nude frog?
Just her butt.
It's laundry day. It's not her fault.
And Boogle doesn't get anything from that. It's just stuff. Kitty stuff.
Hit it, Boog.
Wait, hit it.
Boog wants to hit it, but you can't.
And he has to walk all the way down there to walk all the way back up there.
Yeah, that's my impression too. That Half-Life Alex was a test for Half-Life 3.
Soft Porn Adventure is a comedic, adult-orientated text adventure game
Well,
Comedic and adult-oriented
for the
doesn't
Apple
go.
II.
it's nice
Doesn't
to see
go well
humility
together.
in somebody around here.
Was it the Apple
Good
II that
day,
was
sir.
the one that had
Yes, it
what the
absolutely
fuck are
no
those?
Then every day is a
It
good
had
What
day.
the
no
fuck are those?
heat
A
sink?
land as lovely as this should be called
What the
paradise.
fuck is the thing in the background?
Maybe it's
Why
true,
does it have a
but we call
what
it as
appears to be a realistic
But the real question
pixelated
is,
human
what
face?
do we call you?
On some
Oh,
big ass
forgive me,
titties.
sir.
Uh-huh.
My
What the
name
fuck
is
are we
Torin
watching?
of the
Why
lands
doesn't
above.
his staff have an eye?
I am Rupert, King of Escarpa, and this is my
Well, that's their royal
lovely
jewelry is an
wife,
eyeball.
Queen Di.
I
Oh,
guess
how do you
it's
do,
really
ma'am?
easy to get a
Alarmed, I'm sure.
to get to visit the and
What's
talk
that?
with the
I said,
monarch in
charmed,
this.
I'm sure.
Well,
All
That's
those, this is how
nice.
these two interplay.
what do you
Why
mean? Welcome to the 90s, Ansel. I was born in the 90s.
I bet the king has heard enough
Why
jokes
is
lately.
one of King
I
Koopa's
suppose she's your
kids
biggest
here
fan.
as a fanner?
Is it back then forth, or forth then back?
What?
Back and forth and back and
Now,
forth.
as you
You
can
gotta
see on the
fi-
back,
you
you've got
gotta
this kind
back
of
and
rainbow
forth and forth.
going on.
And
But there's a
we
color
go.
missing. If only we had a crystal shard that was a bright blue color.
Your Majesty, I can see you are a lover of crystals.
Yes, that's
I
the
love
only
her.
kind he
Love the
is.
meth. Give me
What
more
did you
meth.
say?
I said, yes, and how kind he is.
Why, thank you, dear. But
Snip
continue.
kind, do continue,
I
boy,
humbly
before
offer
I have
this
you
gift from the
beheaded.
lands above. I think it will balance your set of crystal shards. May I?
Yes, of course.
Stick it
It
in.
could be John with a T. Wait, hold on. That was not that big.
There.
It's a grower, not a shower,
And
Micro.
as this one
Apparently.
simple shard completes the connection between the formerly distinct spectra above us, so too, therefore, may our two worlds be connected by the peace and understanding that comes from.
I'll be right
you know,
back.
When you roll high
Like that
high
there.
on a persuasion check, but you aren't actually that good at doing speeches.
What the devil?
You roll a nat 20 on your persuasion, but you have a charisma of 7.
What did you say?
I said, beats me.
Well,
Oh, beat you, is it?
I'll
I'll beat you,
consider it.
woman.
Why,
As the game makes that joke.
perfect. And in return,
Oh,
I'd like to present you
nice.
with this invitation to next week's royal ball.
Nice swap. Shard for free tickets, you cheapskate.
What? What did you say, Di?
I said, I hope he's still free at this late date.
Oh,
That joke
Mhm.
never gets old, does it?
to attend.
It got old the first time.
It's just the
Thank
rule of
you, Your
50.
Majesty.
It's okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, don't worry, there's a couple more iterations to go.
Where's the music coming from?
The guy playing the harpsichord.
Oh, I thought that was a table.
It's
very
diegetic.
unclear that that's a.
Big-titted harpsichord player. Guy.
And now that we have this, we can go back up here to the thing I wanted to avoid the first time through. And it's also a shame Jason will miss this part, but
No, it's not.
best to get it over with.
Are we missing a couple of pixels? A couple of are a couple of JPEGs broken?
Live on
I'm seeing
CD
green
ROM
squares.
From beautiful cliffside Escarpa,
These?
No,
it's
no.
The
Those
Bitter
are
Nuts
tiles.
Those are
Oh.
tiles.
With Jack Luckman as
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Bitternut.
I hate this
Uh-huh.
already.
And starring Sam Bullhunt
I hate this
as Mr.
already.
Bitternut.
Don't worry, because of what I did, we only have to be here once.
Bitternut.
It just keeps going.
This is making my nuts baby.
Why do they have a picture of Elvis on the wall?
That's not
Today,
Elvis,
we
that's
join
like
the Bitternut
Elvis
just as they
mummified
hear a
corpse.
knock on their door.
As I choke on my iced tea.
Just a minute. Holly, can you get that?
What the fuck are
Never
they
mind.
supposed to
Do I have
be?
to do everything around here?
Apparently she's naked.
Yeah.
Yo! Aren't you the giant economy-sized visitor?
Wah, wah.
You know I'd ask you
To come in,
but
you
I'm
have to be
not sure
naked
there's
like
enough
us.
air
Get
in
your
here.
dick out
Okay,
so I
so
can
there's
fight it.
no like rhyme or reason to the comedy. It's just like whatever
Take a
we
look at this
thought of
guy.
that
This
day.
is what a real man looks like. Harley? Oh,
I imagine there's a
don't mind
wizard
him.
and a curse
He's just
involved, but
acting
we
his
never find out what
IQ.
happened here.
Why is it
So,
black and white?
You want to come in? Or maybe that should
This
be...
is an
Can you
episode of
come in?
Supernatural. But
Why, thank you.
Sam and
I will.
Dean never figure out what's going on and escape it.
Hey, Mom,
What the fuck
I-
is that thing? Why is it
Child, I
running in
guess.
place?
Why does it have four
Hey,
legs?
Mom, Whoa!
It's Squidward.
Who's the big guy?
Wait, now it has less legs.
We don't know, honey.
You're showing
Still
me
can't
your
interact
body.
with it again.
Yep, I understand why it's black and white
And here we go.
in the game, but I want like in universe.
Hello, young man.
Did he touch you, boy?
Not really, Mom.
What do you mean, not really? You touch that boy again, I'll have you arrested. We don't
Wait,
need
what?
no
Pedo
uppity
show.
strangers from
Wait,
some other
Well, how did we
land
get into a
touching our
pedophilia
kids.
joke?
By touching the boy.
I patted him on the head. Apparently that's illegal.
yeah.
most.
His head, not his dick head.
That's how most pedophiles get in. They touch the boys and the girls.
Oh, can I do that? No, I can't do that. Of course I can't do that.
My name is
That's not
Torin.
his house.
from
Okay,
the
there we
lands
go.
above.
You
I'm
literally
Mrs.
have to
Bitternut,
introduce yourself
and
before
this
they
is
let you
what's
pass.
left of my husband, Mr. Bitternut. And that's Bobby, our
I
son.
think Mr. Bitternut has deafened himself intentionally because he never reacts to anything.
So, what's that thing
Wouldn't
in your
you?
purse?
Probably.
Why,
Did
that's
you,
my little buddy, Boogle.
Bring it to see me, big boy.
Wait, so in universe, can they hear the audience? Because that sounds like a nightmare.
And now he's a yo-yo.
Yeah? Then he won't fit in here.
And now he's a
Shovel.
If he's smart,
Shovel,
he'll
yeah.
stay off my furniture.
That wasn't a joke. That's not
She's
funny.
got them blowjob
Now we have
lips.
our useless little invite here.
Mrs. B, I just came from King Rupert, and he asked
And
me
as
to
you can
give
see
you
on the
this.
table, there's this little trivet
is
that
it?
looks similar
Yes.
to our other
An invitation to the royal
panels here.
ball.
Wait, wouldn't a fake insincere R be a sincere?
Yeehaw!
Doesn't the fake
We're
kind of
going to the
negate
ball.
the
Ain't you
insincere
excited?
part?
Oh, he's never been
But
excited
it's the
in
same
his
thing.
life. Torin, if there's anything we own that you need for your journey, why just help yourself. It's yours.
Okay, I'm taking everything.
Why, thank you, Mrs. B.
Of course.
A little
And
too much
you're
for you
gonna
to
use
handle,
those-
Angus?
Mister over there.
No, yeah. If it was a duplication of emphasis, there would be a comma between them.
Oh, Matt, have you been
There
missing the
wasn't.
bitter nuts?
I'm wondering why Mrs. Bitternuts
Which
has
means
such
that the
beautiful
fake
chocolate.
What are you doing?
applied
Put
to
that
the
down.
insincere part.
That's my best trivet.
Oh, Mom, let him have it. You haven't cooked
I
since I
did
was
because
born.
I went to go get dinner.
The kid's right. Go on, take it.
Food is
So
gasoline.
where
for-
did he get a bag of holding?
He's always had a bag of holding.
Yeah, but where did he get
But
it? Why
don't
does
go
he have
taking
that?
anything else. You hear? And good luck on your quest.
This is not
young
the story
man.
of his previous adventures.
By any
This is the
chance
story
you've
of his
taken Junior along with you?
shitty adventure.
None whatsoever.
Torn and
I'm
Boogie's
afraid.
shitty adventure.
But thanks for the trivet, Mrs. B.
They meet death and they beat him in a rap battle.
Is there a Bill and Ted's point and click? There probably is.
Well,
And
that's
we're
not
done
something
with
that
this
we
entire
discussed.
scene. We're never coming back here. Bye!
Be sure to join us
Thank
next
God.
There's
time when
Bill
we
and
hear
Ted's
Bobby
board game.
Bitternut ask.
I know it'd be okay with
Wait,
your
how? That makes even less sense.
The Bitternuts is not filmed before a live audience.
Okay,
I
that's kind of funny.
And before you asked, every time you enter this room, you get the intro. Every time you leave, Billy says something random, and you get the outro. Every single time.
No. Oh, wonderful. Can you skip it?
There we go. Now, remember the tobacco bag?
Yeah.
Well, right here, we have another little tiny thing we can click.
Oh.
That is 100% necessary for getting past this part of the game.
Oh, wonderful.
Someone left this clothespin just hanging here.
Probably
It's a
the person doing
clothesline,
laundry.
You fucking weirdo.
No, it's just hanging there, mysteriously.
It's just floating in the air. It's not like there's a string attached to it.
Ah, wonderful scene transitions. Starts up there, all the way there. Let's see, do I have... Yeah, I got enough to do this part. Alright. Just
Okay,
a
so we're obviously in a
friendly
creature's
cave.
mouth. Something ain't right here.
I've got
This asteroid is awfully moist.
Hey, you! What a stench.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what's inside there.
Really?
Yeah, he can't get in there. You need something small to get in there. Like a worm.
Or like a stick.
Google, can you be a worm?
Boogle,
Check back inside.
Google,
here.
can you
I
be a
bet it's the way out of
flashlight?
this land.
Boogle, I need you as your butt plug form.
Google is an idiot. And he was never seen again.
Yeah, I bet it's dark in there. What are we gonna do?
Set you on fire, Boogle.
Boogle, turn into a
Butt
lantern
plug
so we can
powers
see what's
activate.
back there.
No,
Wow,
so no,
Google,
you
it looks
wouldn't be able to
brown
see
and
it.
soft and smells terrible. We've just got to have
Oh,
some of that.
there's the shit.
Yep. And thankfully, Boogle can also turn into a shovel.
Oh, and
say,
dip his
Google,
face in shit.
Would you mind being
He's
a shovel?
shoveling shit.
Yeah,
Get the joke?
but his face.
I say, be a shovel.
Oh great, now it's animal abuse.
Yep. And in order to get back
Okay,
out, you have to
we'll
tell him to be a
turn
worm
back
again.
into a worm again. And
How's he
get
gonna
out of
get
there.
this shit
But
with
don't
him?
forget our sample.
Boogle. He has
So that's
properties.
from the creature's perspective, did it just vomit up its own shit?
I mean, it missed the entire intestinal tract to get to that shit.
And if you remember, everything in this game is 3D rendered.
Someone had to render shit.
Yep.
Dragon poo.
In 1995.
In
I'll be
a
right
kid's
back.
game.
I just got a whiff of myself. I'm gonna take a quick shower, because I smell like a fucking hippie's asshole right now. It's really hot today.
Okay. Enjoy your shower.
Another sip there. And then we have this guy.
My name is Torin.
Hey,
Oh,
get
it's
out of
a-
here.
It's a
Oh,
two-headed
Chip, you're such a good-
vulture?
Hello, young man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello. May I walk past? But of course.
No, this is our ledge. Why don't you
Tribe
just
and
jump
viscera.
off?
Tripe? Oh, just ignore him. He's just a grumpy old stick in the bowels.
Oh,
Don't talk to
get
him,
it?
Viscera.
One of
He must be
them
up to no good.
is
I don't like him. Besides that,
is the
he's
nice one, and the other one is the not nice one.
Yep.
It's a joke.
And they'll never let you pass.
Wait, unless we have some food we can give them.
Yep. Which is why
This
we
is
picked
a
that
prime
meat off of that
opportunity.
Well, we
table.
can't just give it to them.
Hey,
We have to
vulture,
slide it
try
down.
and catch this.
There was
Well,
there was an opportunity for, you know, a shit joke here. Shitting on a bird instead of a bird shitting on you.
That's too creative.
Hey, Viscera, look at that. Fresh dead meat. Flying. Hey, let's go after it.
As always, I'm with you.
Can't you
So
hurry up a little? It's getting away
Yeah,
from us.
yeah, that's true, yeah.
For goodness
It's not the
sake,
worst
for
logic.
once in your
No,
life,
that sort of
can't you
makes
just
sense.
stop and
Discworld
smell
has some of the worst
meat?
logic. That and Simon the Sorcerer.
What's that beside that little
Infinitely
tree?
better games.
Oh, this tiny tree.
Yep. And when you were looking down there, you saw something beside the tree.
Ooh,
Manually adjust down here. But it's such a tiny tree. If only we had some kind of fertilizer. Oh, also, the tooltip says it's dragon poo.
Yeah.
That should work,
Poo.
right?
It should either make
It's
that tree
the poo
grow
of the
or
dragon.
kill it completely.
Man, dragon poo is a great fertilizer, Brownie.
I mean, he could make a killing selling that to gardeners.
Yeah. Then he would just bribe him so into everywhere.
And then up these stairs, we have...
Ominous music. Or a Pink Floyd tune.
We have
Now, I'm just
What?
going to do this to get them out of my inventory. But we have to actually come here and notice that we can interact with this before we can get something else later. So I'm getting that flag set, basically.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You have to know what you're using it for before you can actually collect it from... well, you'll see.
No, the vultures are taking an awfully long time to eat that.
Oh, they're gone. We never see them again.
That's what I mean.
Hey, anyone afraid of heights?
Oh, I think we can make it, Boog.
Time. Oh.
Now we can go in here, or we can go down here. If we go in here, we're going to have a roadblock.
Google.
Nostril
Is that
time.
you? No, wait. I think it's coming from up ahead. Uh-oh, Boog. Skunks ahead.
Skunks. Oh,
Yeah, I can
this
remember that.
is our score, because it's a Sierra game, and everything you do earns you a score. If I was using the hint system, it would be taking points away from the score, but I don't need the hints, so...
Hey, Skunks. Are you there?
I'm here.
You can see
You,
them.
Max? I'm here too, Sam. And why do you ask?
A pair of
Oh,
skunks named
Sam
Sam
and
and
Max.
Max.
Just wondering. Could I pass
I
into
get
your
it.
cave?
It's a reference.
Well, you could try. Yeah, come on. It's been a while since our last talk. And
Oh, they even have the voices.
yeah, there's a chance, sweet miss.
There's no way I'm going in there. That nest smells terrible. Still, there is that opening back there.
Oh, I know.
Distance.
The
Must go
close.
somewhere.
Yep. See, this is actually got proper logic in it.
Yeah, that's proper
On
logic.
my nose. Then I won't
In
be able
Discworld,
to
you'd have
smell
to
the
like find
skunks.
really obscure stuff and add them together to make.
Of course, if he gets sprayed, he will have to keep it on for like
Please, fellas,
the next couple of
Yes.
hours.
I'm a stranger in a strange land.
You got that right. What do you think, Sam? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Sam.
Why don't we put it up for a vote, Max? Good idea, Sam.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
All those in favor of letting just any Yahoo go wandering through our domicile, disrupting our comfortable lifestyle, and tracking in that horrible human odor, say aye.
Yeah.
Mind you, as far as characterization goes, they got skunks down. They're assholes.
God.
Nay.
Perfectly wonderful animals as pets.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's one aye, two nays, and
Have you heard baby skunks? They're adorable.
the nays have it. Fire at will.
Will? I thought he said his name was Torin.
Oh, the game just made Jason's joke.
Could I persuade you with a...
Nope.
No,
Okay,
that
come
is...
on.
So part of this game is just keep on pressing.
Hey,
That's not how
Nope.
Not how it works.
Really not.
Nope.
it doesn't come out the tail. I mean, some liquids do, but
We need something else
Hang
before we
on,
can get
Boog.
through there.
I hope this is worth it.
Also, yep. He makes it look easy, doesn't he? We got this little...
Yeah, he's a very high dex.
There.
He's a fucking acrobat.
just gonna steal all these things. Never mind me.
Yeah, stealing. Oh, he is a rogue.
Also, obviously a bag of holding. And then
Yes.
the giant cushion. Meanwhile, if you hear, it sounds like someone bathing, but I don't see anyone, right?
No.
Oh no.
I
You
didn't
know,
need
for
that.
kids.
I didn't need that image.
And then when we come over here, we also have this sign. Notice the sign's square and seems to be kind of tablet-like, right? I'm sure I'll need that
It's
later.
saying no buts.
This ladder looks a little rickety, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Yep.
I don't care about my personal safety. I like how they didn't react at all. They're just sitting there. Also,
You
is it
discovered
just
the
me?
fast way to get to the lands below.
Also, is it just me, or do they, like the weird creatures, kind of look like a stereotypical racist depiction of a black person?
A little bit,
I
but
mean-
they're already purple.
Yeah.
Which has been used in the past as the color choice
Why
for
don't you
black
go
people.
down there as a
Yeah.
yo-yo?
Whew.
I'm sure they won't
I was
bother you.
playing as a newborn's asshole.
Aw, Matt, you almost missed the bath scene.
Yeah, I wish I almost.
Without Boogle, you
And then
just
Boogle died.
So
Yay! And
Let's
there
do
was
that
much
again.
rejoicing.
Let's do that again.
You want to do it again, Angus?
Again.
Did we just do that for the rest of the night?
Okay, I'll do it one more
Why
time.
don't you go down there as a yo-yo? I'm sure they won't bother you.
How wrong you are, Torin. How wrong you are.
Why the fuck doesn't he just turn back into his normal self?
Without Boogle, you just don't feel like going on. So click oops and try something different.
Wait, that implies that he loses his friends and commits suicide?
Or something. So, we can't get past them yet, and we have to backtrack. But we did just get a red cloth, or a pink cloth, or an orange cloth, a Seraglio carpet.
Ah, yes. We all know what that is. Are we gonna see this whole god scene again?
We've got way past them now. Carpet, the skunk's biggest weakness.
Also, we haven't covered Google's nose.
Yeah, who cares about Google?
Oh, look at that. Micro's the one interested in nose dimensions. Isn't that weird?
Fuck off.
Look, Micro, I wasn't gonna make any more of those jokes, but like that one was like, you put it right in front of me. You put like a, you put like some fake.
Your ability
you put a little
has
child.
nothing to do with the size of your nose. It's not
You know what you did, Micro? You know what you did with that joke? You put a little child covered in just meat drippings in front of a loose tiger. Well, like, come on, let's gonna go for it.
Fuck.
You know, Matt, it's funny you should start making jokes about that, because...
Greetings, sir.
Oh, come on.
Wait, which of the jokes? The tiger thing or the anti-Semitism?
The anti-Semitism.
Oh, great.
I could have sworn he squirmed just a little then. Greetings, sir.
What? Who are you?
Oh.
And why are
Oh
you
no.
here?
I'm Torin.
Hello,
What is
Jewish
that?
allegory.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
What are you?
I mean,
Can we just
He's a
get one
Jewish
oy
swabby.
Name?
Oy vey, what am I doing
Is this
here?
why you come
Oh,
here?
I am
To
such a
torment
schmuck.
me with unimportant questions? Where are the real questions?
There's
The
Jason
ones
when we
that
need
keep
him.
deep
He has a
inside.
fantastic,
Who are you?
like,
What do you
stereotypical Jew
What do
voice.
you know?
actually, I haven't really gotten to those questions yet. My question is more simple.
Simpler.
Huh? Whatever. I'm trying to find a sorceress named Licentia. Could you help me?
Forget her. I know the girl you should meet.
You know, I think
Sweet,
there's a
curious
reason none of the
girl.
other gummy bears talk about this guy.
Clever conversationalist. She has a nice personality.
Oh god, is he gonna try and marry us to his
think
daughter or
not.
something?
See, I'm only here for a short stay. I need to find Licentia. Remember her? I asked you about her a few seconds ago.
Never heard of
Wow, kid.
Do you know how to get to
Why
the
do you want
lands
her?
below?
She's not a good Jewish girl.
Do you know how to help the area below?
What? I don't understand.
You'd understand if it was you sitting on this stone tile all day and all night. The parts
Oh,
below,
great. It's a
the
tape
bottom
joke.
line,
Yeah,
the
he wants a
rear
cushion.
guard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And guess what we have?
cushion.
Here's a thick, soft cushion I think you'll like.
For the pushing. Talking about the butt.
Let
That's
me
a
feel.
very big pillow.
Fine materials, nice padding, soft cover, firm.
Well, my
yet
anaconda
breathable.
don't want none
Thank
unless
you
you
very
got
much, O tall,
buns,
slender
hun.
one. And in return, why don't
He's
you
gonna
take
fall
this
asleep and,
instrument of my torture?
roll off that
Just
thing
drop
and
it over a
it
cliff
fall
someplace
to
if you
his
don't
death.
want it, okay?
When did Matt get in the
I would
game?
never do that.
That's not Matt, it's a Jewish swami.
Oy vey.
He looks like he's jerking off.
He is.
He probably
What's
is.
going on up
We
there?
That's a nude frog who's doing her laundry.
We've got Torin.
You
We've
got
got
what?
Torin the cereal. We've got Torin the TV show. We've got Torin the doll.
Also, Jason, the game made your
Merchandising.
torrid joke, unfortunately.
Yes.
Oh no,
Oh,
we should
I shouldn't have
show
done that.
Jason. We should show Jason Boogie getting killed.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh,
I
yeah.
put Torin to
There's
play
one
for
death
me.
for Boogle in this game, and we found it.
Yes.
And we should show him the butternuts.
I don't want to
you
see
want me to go back
anything.
in there? Okay, I'll go back there just for Jason.
Yes, we need to show it to
So
him.
we have here.
Show me what? I don't want you to go. What the fuck? That one just poked its butt out just to waggle it to the. This is for children, right?
Yep. Now we need to get Boogle down there,
Down there
so
as a
we.
yo-yo. I'm sure they won't bother.
So
you.
he can what?
Well, we're collecting tiles right now. There's a green tile right there that we want.
What? What?
We just killed Boogle.
Yay!
And there was much
And then Torin committed suicide.
So click oops and try something different.
Now, in order to get past them, we have another.
We turn
ledge
off the
down
game.
Here.
No, this isn't Undertale where turning off the game will do something. We got some skunks to spray on a blanket.
Okay.
This ought to drive those women out of there.
And now we're gonna morph.
To be fair, to every game.
Did we
turning
have
off
to see
the-
this animation of her shaking her ass at us?
Yes.
Yes.
It's very important. Don't you find it extremely
kitty.
sexy, Jason?
Yes.
Don't you like big butts?
The timing of Torin answering that for Jason was brilliant.
I wonder if there's any porn of
Now that the
Oh,
girls
look it
are
up.
gone, let's send you down there as a yo-yo.
Girls.
Go yo 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 Boogle. Do 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 do. Go go
Go,
yo yo yo
Boogle.
Boogle.
Grab that tile hanging there.
How do you see it? Are you psychic?
Attaboy, Boog.
He can see through his familiar senses.
Hey, who wants some zaniness?
Boogle, see
Oh,
where that
no.
doorway goes.
Doorway I've never seen.
Oh, good, a sound effect gag.
There's no pornography of this game, but there's the furry artist named Torin.
The all I was missing was the classic, like, sound of a cat getting scared.
Oh, yeah. He fucked those women, didn't he?
Hey, Boog, hop in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boog got his nuts off.
Rocks. Micro.
And back
It's
up
wrong.
we
No,
go.
I like it better when he says things wrong. He got his nuts off.
What? Like, I know it's you can use rocks too, but it makes sense. You understood what I said.
Yep, that's Spyro taking a shit and eating it.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you just talked about walnuts being taken off. We're gonna see the butternuts.
I don't
Now,
want to see
this-
the butternut.
This does look like one of those tiles that we have.
What is that
but
tile? What is on the other side of the tile? What is that?
That's a butt.
Butts. So it said no butts, but now it's a butt. It's ghost butters.
It was a
But-
sign at the top of
Contained
that
butt.
ladder. That ladder is also a thing that kills you because it's too brittle to support your weight.
No.
But we need to get the artwork cleaned off of it, so we give it to this lady to wash off for us.
Here, naked frog lady. Grab my tile.
Takes her a bit to get
Is
to
that
it.
thing she's sitting on crammed up her butt?
Oh no, it's a little
What even
chair
is
thing.
It looks more like
Butternuts, butternuts, butternuts.
bitter, not butter.
We now return you to the bitter nuts, already
What?
in progress.
What?
Just a minute.
Are we encouraged to cowardly dog now?
No, that would be good.
That's true.
Do everything around here.
Oh, they don't quite play it up the next time you visit.
Mrs.
Aw.
I was wondering.
Selfish.
It has a
That's all
TV
they are.
studio
Lived
audience
right
like
across the
Cheers.
chasm for years. Do we ever hear from them?
Why does she have
Sorry,
tits?
what?
Oh, that kid.
Why does
And
she
why
have
are her
blowjob
and why are
She's
her
a
tits or
lady.
chin? I don't know. Or are those her knees?
How does her son walk
Lives
around?
Almost next door.
Oh, he has little
legs.
tiny legs.
No.
You just can't see them.
Is that supposed to be Elvis in the picture frame?
Yes,
I asked that.
You think he was better than
it's
us or
undead
something?
Elvis.
Now, Jason, what you missed when you were gone is there's an entire sitcom intro for this scene, and a sitcom outro, and all that. It was something, laugh tracks, etc. But we've passed those flags, so it's not going to trigger anymore.
In the bag, Bob.
Get in the bag.
Be sure to join us next time when we hear Bobby Bitternut ask.
That was in my pants?
The Bitternut
Comedy.
is not filmed before a live audience.
Get it? Not. Ha ha ha.
I presume there's a
Honestly,
wizard and a curse involved,
That's
but,
the
you know.
best joke this segment has.
God.
It's a
Meanwhile.
You missed the pie puns.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, the square
You didn't
root.
miss it.
The square root we found, we baked it
You
into
didn't
a
miss
pie.
anything.
Naked frog lady's gone.
I never do, Micro. I never
Yes, I know.
miss anything. Boy,
Well,
what a
except-
leisurely
except-
pace he's taking.
Except
Isn't that
your
great?
freedom. You miss your freedom.
What are
Your
they?
Majesty, I think this
don't
tile
know.
is part of something important.
You're right. It's part of my floor.
No, even more than
Who
that.
laughed at that?
You see, at the base
I
of the
did.
opposite cliff, I
I'm
found
laughing at
an
how
unusual
stupid it
room
is, not at the
containing a
joke
large
itself.
formation that would hold this tile perfectly.
It's hilarious
I
in its
feel
original
certain that
Danish.
The formation is something important. Perhaps it even holds access to the
Well-
lands below.
Why then, of
Wait a
course-
minute. He's not even in the lands below yet?
No, there's multiple of them. He went one down at this rate.
Okay.
He's in the land of Escape.
Is Lena from Escape?
Escapa.
Of course. She is my daughter.
Oh, really?
Learn to brush
A
your teeth.
princess.
I
Has she
think
been
they're
gone
all
long?
gold tooths.
Only
How
a
come they don't
few
wear
days,
shoes?
But Paris
And are those her feet or are those her labia
I know what it's like.
Both.
to
coming
miss
out of
you.
the dress?
Both.
Die, my dear. Why don't
More
you
question
give
is,
this
are
boy a
those
piece
his
of your
feet or
jewel?
his labia?
Why, Lena will know
Well,
he
he's wearing
represents
pants.
us.
Oh,
Well,
Just
are you
means that he
saying you
just put
couldn't
them up
stuff?
there.
Are you saying you
Represent?
couldn't stuff your
I said,
labias into
tell
large
her
labias
mother
into a
sent
pair
her
of
this
pants?
locket.
Oh, yes. Good idea.
I think they're supposed to be feet. Oh,
Here,
she got
Torin.
up.
Take this one. See? It has a picture of Rupert and me on the inside.
I promise to keep it safe until I find.
Why does he have an eyeball on his scepter?
Jewelry.
It's a mark
Because
of
he felt
royalty.
like it?
Wait
Also-
a minute. Hold it. What is going on with the piano player?
Harpsichord.
No. I don't give a fuck. It's a piano that's making a harpsichord sound. But what is going on with that piano player's head? What
an
is
intro.
going
Our
on?
best guess is that it's one of the developers.
Okay.
It's an
Jason,
in-joke,
have I
Jason.
mentioned that I'm learning harmonica?
Oh, good for you.
Oh, also, it's with this locket that we learned that there's a purpose to this 3D preview, because you can actually interact with objects in your inventory. Using
Okay.
So now it's an
So-
open locket.
Anyway, yeah, I've learned the C major scale.
Yay!
How to be a train. I'm kind of getting there with you on my
How
sunshine.
how to be a train.
Part 1.
I think I've got enough stuff now.
Rails.
Not bad for 3 days playing harmonica.
Not bad.
No.
It's
just a
difficult to
little
get the
bit.
single notes, so I have to. Get
Oh,
them
yeah,
right
it
in
is.
the right shape. Yeah.
You have to make sure that you have your It's a very specific shape too.
Yep.
But once
It's
you got
kinda-
it, you got it.
Oh,
It's
Jason,
kinda
you
pitching. It's
you
weird.
missed the part where we had
Mm.
to gather dragon shit, and it was lovingly 3D rendered in the inventory.
We have poop.
Hooray!
I think
Poop!
this is,
Oh, it's the Pink Floyd intro
that's
again.
enough. Now I have to remember how this thing goes together.
So I'm assuming the dark parts have to like fit together. Oh.
Nope.
Hey kids, do you like
Yay.
light purples?
You have to make a face.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do. You're making a face.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You're right. Oh, it has a Hitler mustache.
No, that's the under eye. No, you're right with the mouth.
Yeah, the mouth
You
is
were right,
correct.
you know.
Oh, is it an angry face?
I think so.
Oh.
And then
I mean, wouldn't you be angry if your whole face was fucked up
that's
like
how those
this?
go together, and then this. I think those work that way.
Nope.
This thing can feel all of this as we
Oh,
we do
Yeah.
I almost got it. Almost got
it.
it.
It's screaming in pain inside.
Hey, no, you stupid.
Whee! I'm done. I'm not listening to you anymore.
I have gained sentience.
Yes.
Fuck the world.
What was the name of the aliens from the moon
Which ones?
in Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Oh, I can't help you there.
I don't remember.
Oh, look, you made a Picasso.
Dang it. Okay, there we go.
He's blind.
And now he kills you.
The Moonanites, apparently.
The Moonanites, thank you. So you assembled a exposition statue.
Have I ever
Yep.
shown you the Moomins? Not the Moomins. No, not the Moomins, sorry. That's not the one.
Last day, we all know that was.
I know I've done finger balls with you. Shit.
I love the Moonanites. I wish they were on the...
I think I figured out
Ew.
why he was saying
Uh-huh.
the pod.
And
No!
then we have to go into his mouth.
We're in Oz! What is he doing?
Clangers. Have I ever shown you clangers on the
And
show?
that's chapter 2
No, you
done,
have.
folks.
I mean,
On to
yes, you
Pergola.
have several times.
We spent the whole episode watching them.
Before I pass judgment, have you anything to say?
Oh, look, it's our
so
wet
this
nurse.
is apparently some kind of
The
bad
child.
guy.
It's a flashback.
Is he safe?
The child!
Away,
Is he
where
safe?
you come to no harm.
Is that the same bad guy from the before?
No, that's a judge, or I guess not the Grand Vizier. I guess it's the Grand Vizier.
In
and they're-
Kurzweil.
Oh, they're charging the maid
Or
who saved the kid.
Yep.
Oh.
They're charging her with kidnapping me and killing my parents.
You are hereby
Oh.
sentenced to spend the rest of your life.
Guess that's why the bad guy's sending after us
Wait,
after.
why?
Wait, I thought he was the kid.
Yeah, he is.
So how are they just now getting around to...
No,
This
it's
is a flashback.
Oh, thanks.
You see, this is the same. This is the same Phoenix chamber we used to travel down to Layer 2. This is back when it was in active use.
To the lands above, the collar will tighten until it chokes you.
This is some very elaborate BDSM.
To death. Now stare at the blue nipple.
Stare at it.
Now you will return to the blue nipple.
All right, who wants lunch?
Meanwhile,
In something.
in Arborea,
In Pergola. Pergola.
Boring.
Ow.
What is this place?
Death.
Oh, we're saying nonsense.
So this is just Dante's journey, right?
Kind of.
Maybe that's what I should do.
Yeah, but less
Put
funny.
myself on down through that shard. Of course. Why didn't I think of that before? I'll just use a little more of this arresty powder. and
Your inner
continue
monologue
down.
is very loud.
Yeah. Is he on another level now?
yep.
If he's in
Oh
Arborea,
no, Ewoks.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
if he's in
Gulliver's
Arborea,
Travel.
does that mean Peter Duncan's gonna come save him?
It's Gulliver's Travels.
Let me go.
I expected you to get that one, Jason.
Huh?
Smurfs.
I'm saying if he's in Arborea, is Peter Duncan gonna save him?
No.
Hold still.
Crush him.
So, Smurfs are mushrooms. I'm gonna throw that out there.
No.
What in the fuck?
Yeah.
I would like to thank you,
When
Giant.
they
They're
live
type of-
inside
Life
them.
of Fairmont.
No,
Oh,
like,
that's
you have a
alright.
mushroom growing inside of a mushroom.
No, mushrooms.
Wait,
are
I
fruit.
didn't need this angle.
Oh,
I
sorry.
really didn't need this angle.
Now, Giant, whip it out for me. I want to see if I am bigger.
Not like some giants we know. I wonder if you could help us with a problem.
Of course.
Of course. You need some logs moved, rocks realigned, villages trampled.
Much
Why is
Wow.
that his internal monologue?
Yeah, our character is evil.
Different from you.
Jesus.
This one will not cooperate at all.
What can I do?
Perhaps if you talk.
You can.
Oh,
fuck
another
it.
captured giant. I wonder who they're going to be.
Are you sure I'll be safe?
Follow
Do
me.
we have to keep doing the dick cam?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we do. Otherwise, we wouldn't know that he's bigger.
Wait a minute. Oh, follow him. Follow him.
Dick Cam is.
He actually walks faster than you do.
Well, he takes more steps.
I'm not in any.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Fuck her to
No.
death.
Oh no!
Tame her.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
Yet.
Tame her.
Notice how she
dude.
has an eyeball on her crown, just like the king's scepter?
Hey, you're Lena, aren't you? I just came from your homeland. I met your mother and father.
They're freakish mutants. How come you look like that?
My parents? Oh.
Well, more like she's a freakish mutant.
Listen to them.
Also,
He's
if
not
you-
on
this is
Tiger yet.
something.
Well,
This is
no,
something I only thought of
needs
on the
her to be
playthrough right
tied up
before the
with
show,
Luther.
but
Yes, my dear.
she has red hair, your nursemaid has red hair, and your nursemaid had to pass through this layer at some point when she was sent down below.
Oh.
You're so tall. Who are you?
And you notice she hasn't called
My name
the,
is
the
Torin,
queen.
but I'm not
Mother.
from Escarpa.
Yep.
I'm from the land.
Although, again, that's never explored in this chapter because this was supposed to be an 8 installment game series.
Promise not to harm me.
I swear,
Optimism.
at present, I can think of nothing worse.
All right.
I can.
Quick,
Fuck.
Well,
I
You're
want
not
someone.
a woman.
hurry before they stop.
I want someone to suck it.
I can't. I'll have to try
These
to
little
break
people
each little
need
thread.
several.
You've been a bad girl.
Use your knife.
Well, that's just it. I didn't bring a knife.
Idiot.
Somehow I am.
Uh-huh.
You have the
hold
strength
still.
to rip those out of the ground.
He used to have an axe, but he got rid of it for some
All
reason.
this time, I've had a knife.
I can't even
hidden
remember
in
when you
my
drop
boot,
it.
But they tied me up before I regained consciousness.
We all float down here.
Now, free me.
She
Don't
has a
do
knife,
what
though.
you want.
She's
Wait,
packing
what?
it.
Now
Convenient.
hold still. I wouldn't want to.
Oh yeah, it was in her boot. She couldn't reach
Oh,
it though.
Jason, Mike,
What?
did you see the big dinosaur news?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I did. It's awesome.
Horrible.
What?
It's awesome. It's about Spinosaurus. They've uncovered a mostly intact Spinosaurus tail, and it had a tail like a crocodile, which confirms that it was mostly aquatic.
Oh, fucking yes.
The redesign of it is so great. It looks so
nice.
good, and it makes the spine make more sense. You know, the big frill on its back.
Yeah, because now you can thermoregulate while in water.
Bleeding.
So,
Which explains they assumed it was a fish eater because of its teeth.
Yeah, because it has the obvious snout.
And the shape of its snout was very much like something that would very effectively grab on the fish.
Yeah, it's convergent evolution with crocodilians.
Which makes two of the Jurassic Park movies completely inaccurate. Hooray!
As if they weren't already.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you feel the love tonight?
So,
I just came all over you.
the good news is, Jem, I can get you Blade Runner, which should be an interesting one to watch because it changes every time you play it, depending on your save game.
That could
And
be
it's
troublesome, but interesting.
No,
It's
no,
point and
what
click.
I meant was you're far above
I've
got
got
it.
beautiful.
I hope
I've
your
got it on
dinosaurs
Gone,
are,
so I
your
can.
dinosaurs are wrong. We'll do.
Wait, so is this the nurse? Is this the nurse?
No.
I think it's
Oh,
supposed like it's,
by
it's being
by watching
hinted
her
at.
by watching her treat his injuries, Boogle learned how to turn into a nurse.
No, I mean, is this the lady that saved him?
No,
I
it's
think
her
it's
daughter.
implied. I think it's implied.
It's her
It's
daughter.
implied that she might be the daughter of the woman who saved him.
And the king.
Wait, how,
But
how,
again,
wait,
there were supposed to be 7 other installments of this game, so we don't explore that in this one.
But no one played it, so they didn't make 6. They didn't make 7 more.
Yeah, there was a lot more storyline that was supposed to happen after this game. This is basically the setup.
Believe it. Does it work?
But then again, everyone was playing Final Fantasy VII, and they said, "Fuck it."
Somehow I could have guessed that. Let's go, Lee.
It probably
You know,
also
a
went
better
over
point-
budget because you're going to see some holes later on. Also, this is
Several
one of the
better
shortest
point-and-click
layers
games
as
came
far
out.
as gameplay goes.
They're Satanists.
Oh God, I've got to play
okay.
Solitaire.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Attention, everyone.
Kill them all.
Dang, it wasn't even the other point and clicks that killed it. Like, Jason kind of nailed it, but he's 2 years off. Like, 95 to like 2000 was like when RPGs, in particular shooter RPGs, started killing the point and click adventure games. Also, there's a picture of the fossil tail. Look at all those little spiny boys.
I'm like the musculature on the back legs is surprisingly small in this reconstruction.
Okay, and we can play the game
But we
now.
did actually
So,
see that on the previous aquatic reconstruction.
Tadpoles are dinosaurs. Dinosaurs and tadpoles confirmed.
Ah yes, those tadpoles with a long neck
you
and
step
sharp
into the
teeth
center.
and
Evolution.
limbs.
Micro.
And you heard about that?
Take his place.
The dinosaur head that they found in amber.
Oh yes.
That tiny little like hummingbird-like dinosaur.
Yes. On the only problem with that is that it's likely that the amber wasn't obtained via like unethical means.
Oh, I don't care about the ethics. Just so I'm kidding.
It was poached.
Watch it, please.
They had to pay a scumbag a lot of money to get that.
I bet.
It's effectively the same as like blood diamonds, but with amber.
Yeah, but the difference between blood diamonds and amber is you buy blood diamonds, you just give it to some stupid woman who goes, "I like it. This is furthering scientific knowledge. I don't care. I don't care how many people had to die for that dinosaur head."
It belongs in a museum, damn it.
And let's see that.
So that's a
who
real
did-
life
I hate that
reconstruction.
Who did
The
that?
Spinosaurus now.
I really don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, thanks
I
for the
mean,
input,
when you
guys. I
think
got the
about
puzzle
it-
solved.
Jump up here.
If
When you
Spinosaurus
think
is an
about it-
Animal Crossing character.
Here's the thing: when you think about it, Jason, Spinosaurus is becoming more and more like a beefed-up dinosaur version of a duck-billed platypus.
Oh. It's becoming like a dinosaur and a crocodile had a baby.
Mm-hmm. Actually, if this progresses, it would probably, if this evolutionary line continued, you know, who knows what it would eventually look like? What it would eventually look
Well,
like?
that's the way. There's already been
Depends,
even
like
before
if
this.
it depends if it
Even
was
before-
because it would still have to, like, you won't lose you are unlikely to lose the ability to go on land. Which
Yeah.
is the ultimate thing where like it effectively becomes an archosaur version of a mosasaur.
Yeah.
So,
But
I'm telling
wouldn't
you
get
right
that
now,
because
this
that
is
would
gonna be-
require it to be able to get live first.
This is going to be the big.
Well-
that's going to be the next big discovery for Spinosaurus. Like,
Well,
we
that's
have to
always
find-
the big hurdle for any terrestrial animal.
I
that goes
know,
back to
Angus,
the
but I
city.
have to get it to trigger
Yeah.
before I can do that.
Except for us mammals, we figured that shit out before we went back to the sea.
No, reptiles. Reptiles.
But so here's
did it.
something, Jason and Micro.
Hmm.
The next big thing is probably going to be like if we can find a Spinosaurus nest, or if we can find a dead Spinosaurus giving birth like an ichthyosaur.
At this limb reconstruction, it's really close to not being able to be on land anymore. Considering the weight of its tail, its body, and its head, it probably did not
But
spend a
it's
huge amount of
but
time.
We don't.
Let me
but
help
it's
you. Hold
really
on.
hard.
Let me get
it's
you a
gonna-
C.
It's gonna be really hard to infer behavior because we have very
Exactly.
little to go on.
There's your C.
Thank you.
That's it.
I really
The
shouldn't have
pattern
done that.
was
I've been
5
drinking sugary
ascending
drinks.
notes leading to the second nested planet. So that
I don't
But
like
also,
sugar.
too,
I
Jason,
hope again.
There's
I really
the theory
hope
that Spinosaurus was already in transition from terrestrial to aquatic. Like, that's already been, even before, this discovery just adds even more, like, evidence to that, pal.
Yeah, but-
because even in the, because in the less derived Spinosaurus specimens we found, their nostrils are way closer to the end of their snout. Like Spinosaurus itself, its nostrils are really far from the tip of its snout. So, like, the nostrils are already in the progress of migrating further up.
I'm kind of in this National Geographic video. The only thing that I really disagree with is that it's showing that it's neutrally, has neutral buoyancy in the water, which I don't think it would have. I think that more than
crocodiles
likely
almost have that.
they kind of do, but they do a lot of going down to the bottom and holding on, much like a marine
another
iguana does.
Another big thing is like figuring out if Spinosaurus had blubber or not.
I don't think it would.
No, it would function the same way a crocodile does. That's far more like it's warm, like it's somewhere between warm-blooded and cold-blooded, so it's mesotherm.
Alright, I'm sorry, Jim.
More than likely.
I'm sorry I got dinosaur talk started, but like I really wanted to share this news because
No,
especially since
I was so excited to see it. Because the animal makes so much more fucking sense now.
Yes.
Keep forgetting which ones.
It stops being this weird, like wait, why does
yeah, a bunch of things that we don't know why it has them,
yeah,
and
like it stops being this like wait, why did we glue a crocodile head onto an Allosaurus?
Yeah, I can't see any pattern in this yab. That tells you what's going to swap.
Just use the knife. Force them
which
to
would
do it.
also explain why it got so goddamn big, because it could. Because it
Oh,
could.
Dang it. This one swaps the outer two. I have to remember that. But which one? Okay, that. Okay. Finally.
I'm wide
Okay.
apart. How wide
you
apart was
couldn't just ask
Typhus
them
in
to
that
arrange themselves. We have to have this stupid puzzle.
What I love is that indentation on the upper part of its snout, which fits perfectly with its lower half, which would catch a fish and hold it
Stand over
right
here.
where it needs
I'll
to.
throw enough of this powder for both of us, and off we'll go.
Don't forget me, Torin.
I couldn't.
Oh, we're playing a game, that's right.
As I said before,
Don't
I
worry.
really hope that that your dinosaurs are wrong. Of an episode of this, because they did one for the previous.
Apparently they've fallen in love.
They did that for the previous reconstruction.
Somehow.
Always assume your dinosaurs are wrong.
Goodbye.
No, that's the name of the show.
Is it really? Your dinosaurs are wrong?
Wait, have you not seen Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong?
No, I haven't.
It's a YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel. That's all they do. He takes dinosaur toys and corrects them.
And welcome to hell. Asthenia,
So
chapter
he
4.
spends a lot of time gluing feathers onto things, does he?
No. Like, he has the toy and he has animations, and he's not a.
How many Velociraptor wrists has he broken?
No,
look,
he
it's
doesn't
Lycentia,
actually,
and she's
physically
talking to...
manipulate their.
Oh darn!
But Velociraptor was the latest episode. It was an hour long,
but not quite
because he goes super in depth.
From the magic of that color.
Also, the Velociraptor episode Micro was a redo because he already did a Velociraptor episode like way earlier before he moved to his own.
Oh hey,
yeah.
Lycentia has red hair and a choke collar.
The collar will not be denied.
Gee.
I could release it for you.
And Essentia has apparently turned evil over the years.
Hold on. I'll find it for you, Jason, and send the challenge to you.
Oh, I can find him with a name like that. I'm sure I can find it.
Fair enough.
King as long as the boy lives.
Yes, but think Lycentia. Who?
But yeah, it's a really good show.
Kurtzwell.
I also think you will like both the visual and the style of it.
Wait. Are you suggesting you could become Arch Authority?
Let's just say if you'll do small
Sentia's got a
things,
kind of hot voice.
a large favor for you.
And just what would that small favor be?
Nothing much, just a little magic spell.
Arch Authority. Yeah.
And subscribed. And now I'm just watching it.
No, Jason, we need to help Jem in his memory of this game.
Hey, I'm getting better at this.
Look, there's an obvious interactive door.
Yep, because we're in hell. And there's lava everywhere.
Also, too, Jason, a lot of his older videos are on a different channel. I link to that channel.
But they're in the playlist on the new channel.
Oh, he has beefy episodes.
Yeah.
Now remember what I said about using this to interact with items? This is the second time we have to.
He goes in depth.
And I'm subscribed.
The first thing we find in our trip to hell is antibacterial wipes.
That makes sense. Satan always struck me as like a germaphobe.
Well, I mean, that's why it's so hot. He's trying to sterilize everything.
Boom!
Yeah.
And because I'm conscientious.
Why?
He doesn't want them to dry out.
Yep, we're just in hell.
In a tomb level.
Also, this implies
Micro
that
and
there's
Jason,
more
I don't
than
know
one.
if you saw this news, because Spinosaurus kind of overshadowed all the paleo news this week, but they discovered a new badger-sized mammal from the Triassic.
I saw that.
period.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yes, that's awesome.
Now, Jason, you might not like this part.
Why?
Is it going to be fantastic?
What?
Oh no, it's
is
going to be
the
clowns.
fuck is that face?
It's going to be clowns.
No!
We're gonna be here a little while, Jason, so if you want to turn off the visual, we'll let you know when it's done.
I'll suck your dick! A big sloppy clown, BJ.
That's one cannonball.
Stone cannonballs? Man,
Hey, look at that guy. He's like a badger weasel. Otter.
What's Bogey doing? Really, we have to suffer through the enemy.
Yep. I
It's
need,
mini golf.
in order to progress further, I need 4 cannonballs.
Somehow that cannonball went uphill at some point.
It's Marble Madness, which is a vastly superior game.
If you
Also,
can
you
play
have
it
to-
proper.
you
No,
have to know
yes,
to-
and if you look, if you're playing Marble Madness and you don't have the actual good fucking trackball controls, it's fucking dog shit.
Also, you have to know to click slightly to the side so you can catch it when it gets there, which is why
I
it
played
takes so
on
long
the
to reach
NES
you.
back in the day, and I had no problem controlling it. With an
You have to
NES.
understand.
If I
Matt's
remember
been
right,
smoking since he was born, so he wasn't really, you know.
Also, wait, no, if I remember right, I think the fucking Marble Madness version of on the NES was like the fucking NES version of Arkanoid, where it came with a special fucking controller to actually properly play the game.
Can you imagine, since you were not told that you need to click to catch, how often you saw this fucking animation?
Yeah.
Yep. Because if you fail, it just goes off to the side and you can't find it again. Anyway, we're done with the cloud now. If you were hiding your eyes, Jason, you can look again.
Yeah.
The controller I had for my NES, Matt, was the Zapper.
With the red nose.
Look, I'm telling you, Angus, have you ever actually played the arcade version of Marble Madness?
And this is the only hint we're getting.
Can't say I have.
It's telling you to press
Okay,
the
I'm just making sure. Because, like, if you never did, it's like, you gotta play it. You gotta find, somehow you gotta find a fucking actual arcade machine of Marble Madness, because it'd be like night and day for you.
Let me just go back in time.
No, like, there's actually, like, a lot of Marble Madness machines left. It's one of the few arcade machines that survived, like, the great purging of the arcades.
You know what one of my favorite arcade machines was? Sunset Riders.
Fuck yeah!
There is so much
They had
padding
that.
in this
They had
section.
that.
I guess we know
They
how
had
many
that.
stones he weighs.
Yeah, it weighs 4 cannonballs.
No, those stones.
They had that. Food Lion's like a grocery store here in Virginia, Angus. I don't know if it's a chain outside of Virginia,
Oh,
but
that was
yeah, they had it at.
What? Wait, what?
And every,
So the space bar with the triangle was a hint to, that we had to like equalize the.
My favorite guy was
the space bar and
guess
the
it
triangle
was.
was an equalized scale, and now we have to climb in the catapult.
dude, the pink sombrero, dude, with the shotgun.
Shotgun. Yes. Pink guy. He was my favorite.
There's no
Oh,
way
but we
I can
can't
the
reach.
release handle from in here.
He was the best.
But we can
wait.
cut the rope.
Wow.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
He's dead.
We're
We've
just
done
too
it.
light. We're too light. We have to make ourselves
Also,
heavier.
Egyptian, how good are we doing on time?
We're doing all right.
We're halfway.
We're 2 hours in.
Well, I was just wondering because it's like, how well are we doing with our bumbling through this?
If I give
Well, I mean, you guys have been talking about dinosaurs, so I've been driving for most of the time.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, yeah, we did have time.
It is a little bit like a car trip.
I mean,
Anyone want to play 20 questions?
Hey,
the good news is that
let's
I
go.
know that Jem has never played.
So he has a
Blade
bag
Runner.
of holding. He can put.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We had a
And if
long
I give-
discussion of where he got it from.
If I give Blade Runner to Jem, I cannot advise him on how to play it because the game is fucked
You don't
to
have
the
a
head.
trick to play.
Dead.
But you understand.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
we're
I know
too
what
heavy.
we could do.
Oh no.
We'll all have to buy it
In
on
his
Steam,
reality,
but
he like has to
it's super
somehow
cheap.
know it.
But are you is anybody in here? Jimshin might be familiar with this because I talked about it a bunch when it first came out. Slap City, anybody familiar with
It's not
Slap
how
City?
that works.
bag, buddy.
Did you slap this city?
Not exactly, no.
Did you slap this city with rock and roll?
And now
So
we have...
there's this developer, there's this Steam developer called Ludosity, and they make like kind of super cheap games, but not in like a shitty, awful way. They just
He's
like,
dead!
we're a super small studio. We know our reputation.
That's still gonna kill him.
So they make cheap games that like they have like really god awful fucking shit graphics, but like the
Wait
game
a minute.
looks really
How
good.
is he arriving at? Wait, how? What? They were in his bag.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
The whole point is that
And now we have this. Oh yeah. Teleportation is disabled in here. So earlier I was making things a little faster by right-clicking on the map to teleport, but you can't use it in here. And we have to traverse this giant maze of pathways.
Jesus Christ. I hope you remember how to do it.
Oh yeah, I do. It's fine.
So
I played through this last week before the show, so that I'd know what to do. Come on.
Isn't being in quarantine great?
It's the only reason I've managed to get as far as I have in my paper.
Ludosity. So, Ludosity, Angus, like they have a
I
bunch
swear
of
to
kids
God,
now.
I don't know how you as a kid had patience for this fucking game.
Yeah.
I may have skipped this chapter because the level select is unlocked by default.
Other kids are like, I just played Metal Gear Solid. It's the most awesome game I ever played.
Now the reason I'm going over
Again, you're like 2 years off, Jason. This is 95.
I don't care.
The reason I'm going over here, I don't know if anyone's seen it yet, but there's a little sparkle right here on the outcropping. And if you don't have that
Like the
sparkle, you have to
PlayStation
go
wouldn't
all
be
the
for
way back.
another year.
Because we're trying to get to here. You have to go all the way back from there and all the way back out to get it. So you have to get it the first time.
I forget somebody who's better
It's a
with
wrench.
numbers and who's not like cripplingly stoned. Was Metal Gear Solid 97 or 98?
I don't think it was either one of those.
So I decided to look up like.
It was one of
Oh,
them.
you know what? Metal Gear Solid, yeah, it's 1998. Son of a gun.
I decided to look up dinosaur news just to see what else had been overshadowed by dinosaurs. And apparently a team has been able to extract 80 million year old DNA fragments from a fossil encoding a mitochondrial gene.
Oh, dear God. How'd they do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's very impressive.
That's very, you know...
It makes sense that it's mitochondrial because there would be a lot of carbon.
Oh man, we could be playing Chrono Trigger. Or Dark Forces.
I mean, I could probably set
Or
either
the
of those up to
first
play too.
Rayman.
So, you know what's funny, Jason? I have brought up Chrono Trigger as a potential game we could play on the show because, true, we could not beat Chrono Trigger in one episode, but if you know what you're doing, you can beat Chrono Trigger, like, just regular campaign in, like, 12 hours. That's 3 episodes. If you want to do all the secret stuff, that's another 4 hours, and that's an episode. So, we could do it in 4 episodes.
I actually didn't know what
so
schedule Angus was
It's
going to have for these Let's Plays, so I picked this one because I can actually beat the whole game.
I've mentioned
in one
Blade Runner,
show.
and I kind of want to play Blade Runner because it would involve me guessing as well, despite the fact I have played it.
We're gonna do
Blade Runner-
games.
it would
Can we
be
play
good if we
Sewer
had at
Shark? I
least
played
one part.
Sewer Shark a lot.
So I've played Blade Runner, but like I said, it's got
You
like
mean
4
Shit
different,
Shark?
it's got 4 random paths you can go down.
Whatever you guys
Can
want to play, I'll set
See,
up
that
for
could
you.
be fun.
Can we
I'm
play
completely on board
the
with it.
disappointing sequel to Out of This World called Heart of the Alien?
Heart of Darkness?
No, it's Heart of Darkness.
Heart of
Oh,
the
no, wait,
Alien?
you're thinking of the... Yeah, I know... No, there's another one. I know the one Jason's talking about. It's where, like, the fucking main character from the first game dies within, like, the first 5 seconds of you
He's
starting
dead,
the game.
so yeah, when you
Spoiler
start off,
alert.
you don't know he's dead
Also-
until the end of the game, but yeah.
For those of you talking about how something obviously ran out at some point in the production of this game, we're almost to the end of the maze, and
Right here.
90% of the maze is unused. Because all I have to do is walk down this pathway and I'm where I need to be. The only part that's tricky about this maze is remembering to get the wrench. Other than that, there's nothing else to do here but walk around in circles.
Oh. Exciting.
Yeah. The next screen's even better. Come on, go around the corner. Also, he stops when he hits a hard edge.
Personally, here's what I'm thinking is like the best. Like Jim Shin nailed it, and Angus is nailing it, and also we're all like on the same page with this. Really, like the best games to play, at least for our show, is like games with like something we can sink our teeth into story-wise. You know,
And
something
look
we
at
can
how
make fun
Boogle's
of.
sitting.
That's why I suggested we play a point-and-click to gem when we discussed this.
Because I'll be honest, like, we could probably do Doom, the first Doom, in like 4 hours, but like...
Yes, easily.
How much can we
Although
actually
Ian
fucking
is
say
correct,
over it?
for some kind of four-player co-op game.
See, okay, again, this is why I was suggesting Slap City, going back to Ludosity.
And
they
then
have a
we
bunch
have
of games now, so
this map.
Ludosity decides, hey, you know what nobody's really done? Like, let's do a platform fighter like Super Smash Brothers for the PC. And then they created Slap City, and it's
Matt?
Super Smash Brothers
Matt,
for the
can I have a
PC.
moment?
Oh yes, sure, go ahead.
So in this map, you're supposed to walk around and go through these different routes here, there, and everywhere, and eventually work your way over to here.
Okay.
However, I can teleport again, and I can... Okay, come on, I gotta unhook. Yes, unhooked. Okay, that made some progress.
He's using his white person powers, which is a joke Jason would get if he attended AVPRO.
It's hard to...
That's right.
Enough, though.
I work during the day, you jerk.
So good, Gem.
The joke is that we have concluded that white people have the power to bend time and space, because that's the only explanation for several of the things we've seen in the movies we've watched.
There.
Tomorrow, Jason, you're not working on a Sunday, are you?
No, but I am doing all of my podcasts tomorrow.
Because we're watching that Gene Simmons movie by the looks of the poll.
Oh, God.
Yep, never too
Yeah,
young to
Dean's
die.
giving me an idea. We should do fun. So I know what game I want to do, or at the very least, have somebody play it for me, because I don't know if my internet can handle being on Discord and streaming it to everybody. But I want to do Final Fantasy Mystic
there we
Quest for the Super Nintendo.
Little hacky, but I got us through it quicker.
Ah yes, that nice background of solid orange.
Yep.
I want to do the Final Fantasy game everybody hates
Oh,
but me.
don't forget, Torin. In Latin, J starts with an I.
Yeah, I gotta concentrate for a second here. Because this is one of those puzzles where you have to...
Go left again. No, go back.
Left.
Right,
Again.
right.
Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and
Bet on
there
black.
we go.
Always bet on black.
I don't think this is helping Jim Ship.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, so I think the exception to like the whole story-driven game is like if we can find a game that like all four of us can play at the same time, like something like Slap City, because we're all engaged, and you know I'm a fucking highly competitive person who really loves shit talking.
It's
So
just a step to the left. And then a step to the right.
my sister stopped playing Monopoly with me because I was the kind of person who would flip over the table. Oh, we should get
That's
Table
because
Simulator.
Monopoly
Here's
is a
some
shit
Table
game.
Simulator shit.
At Christmas, when I play traditionally with my sister, Monopoly with my sister, if I need to go for a toilet break, I set up a camera to record the game. I don't
Monopoly is
trust
a
her.
shit game. It is specifically made in a way where the game is effectively decided within the first few rounds.
Look,
Well, that's why people house rule it to fucking make it go on forever.
I set up a camera so I can make sure that my sister doesn't cheat. So I know she will.
Oh yeah, I think, some table simulator games would be fun. I can't remember the name of it, but there's one game on Table Simulator where it's kind of Cards Against Humanity, but for superheroes and supervillains. So you have like power cards, and it's like
I think
guy who can turn into a baby versus a guy who can turn into a giant nipple.
Fuck, I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called either, but like that could be very fun on the show.
Yeah.
I can still work on the card game I was going to create for us, but unfortunately, when I lost my hard drive, I lost a lot of that, so...
Just start over.
I think it's supposed to go in the middle. Redemption.
Oh, Angus, if you get
why is it the sound of a capacitor?
If we do the tabletop simulator stuff, you can just make the card game and tabletop simulator, because you can do custom games.
Yeah, I've been playing with it. I have got tabletop simulator, and I have been playing with that, but...
I've been waiting for a Steam sale to get it. Oh, it'd be fun, like, Who's Your Daddy? I'd have to buy the, new, better version of it, but that game's fun. If you never played Who's Your Daddy, basically one person plays a dad and the other... There's more than one people, but the basic game is someone's a dad, someone's a baby, and the baby is trying to kill itself by any means necessary, and the dad has to try to stop the baby from killing itself.
Try changing the first one, Gem, so it goes downwards instead of upwards.
You can guess why I'm a fan of the game.
I mean, down to the next one, obviously, but...
But yeah, Who's Your Daddy's the real...
You need an angled one for that.
They also added like multiple baby modes and...
Guess it's not gonna do it.
Which I don't know. I don't know how the dad can do it. Because the baby is so much fucking faster than the dad, and there's so much shit in that house that you can use to kill yourself as the baby. Like, you can crawl in the oven, you can eat pills, you can electrocute yourself, you can turn on a car and do the old carbon monoxide.
The good thing
drown
is,
in a pool.
Any game I've bought on GOG, I can pass on to Gem to play.
Gem, the one in the middle needs to go at the end.
Yeah.
That is solid. That one is the only one that will actually angle it towards the right through that hole.
Right.
Are you getting flashback, guys?
Oh, well, I guess not. I guess when you move it to there, it doesn't fucking matter. This is stupid. I would have killed myself before this is over.
Flashbacks.
Wait,
All
you
the
would have got
flashbacks.
to skip directly to killing yourself, not just like turning off the game?
I would have been like, Mom! I don't know what. I'm sorry, I was a grown man when this came out. I was 26.
Call your mom.
I would have called my mom out of reflex.
You'd have called your mother and said, Mothers, I'm gonna kill myself now because this game has defeated me. Everyone apparently
what about your
thinks that
dad?
Jason had
You
two.
wouldn't have called him?
If I could get a hold of a ROM for it.
Jason became born out of a lesbian relationship, remember?
That's right.
It would take a couple of episodes to do, but like us doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke would be really fun.
Mostly it would be fun because we would get to see hear Jason complain about it.
I really am sorry. I usually get this one faster than this, but it's being a
I
pain.
don't know, Micro. I think the inverse might happen because since we would be doing a Nuzlocke and like the Pokemon, when they get fainted, they die, and we have to name them, and that causes like you to bond. I can see a scenario like gets attached to like one of our dumb Pokemon, and then it dies, and he's like, "Oh no, Captain Big Butts,
Damn it.
not you."
Have you met Jason?
Yeah, he doesn't. That's okay.
Look,
Okay.
I believe underneath Jason's crusty barnacle exterior
Keep the
that
force
there's
aside
a soft,
and play with
like
the
a
tree at the end.
barnacle.
Yeah, I think you're right, Angus.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying you can't just follow the lines on the board and get there. You must have a vertical line for part of.
Has the light got to hit all of them?
Look, Jason has
I would
gay old
assume so.
puppet man. He has a soft
Do
spot. Like, he's
actually-
like the old guy from.
Like the old guy from Up. I got it. That's
Oh,
great.
hold on. Jason looks more like the kid from us, from Up.
Fuck you!
You do.
Is that your Jewish senses kicking off again, Micro?
I think it is.
Hold on.
There's a Jew in the
No.
air. I can
you
sense
That's how I imagine you as a kid, Jason.
What?
That's how I
Micro's-
imagine you as a kid, looking as a kid.
Micro's cut foreskin senses.
Nah,
are kicking
really.
again.
Well, kinda.
Like a perfect circle? Is that what you're saying?
No. Wait.
Like, I think you had no neck. You barely looked human.
Okay. Okay. Not like that.
You know what? The only thing that would have been meaner to say is like, I think you look like the deformed garbage
7.
twins from fucking Nothing But Trouble, Jason, as a kid.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
which one am I? Am I Little Devil or am I the other one?
What's it? This
Bobo.
is 7.
The runes
Son of
mean
a-
fuck all. I think we figured that much out.
God, I really want
Damn
to
it.
do Nothing But Trouble on the show because I have a weird. I thought for the longest time it was
Hold
one of
on,
those
I'm gonna
movies.
look at
I just.
So we
I
have
thought.
to-
I thought Nothing But Trouble was just something I made up as a child, and I saw it when I was a teenager, and it blew my fucking mind that it was real. Fucking Tupac is in that goddamn movie. Tupac fucking Shakur is in Nothing But Trouble, the movie where Dan Aykroyd has a dick nose.
What are you doing?
Oh, I get in trouble for having rhythm
Okay,
pop,
there you
but like Angus, you can play fucking harmonica, you fucking mic. You know what? I'm gonna get my fucking mouth harp, or as Hypo would call it, the Jew harp. That is actually the name.
Why have you decided that I'm suddenly anti-Semitic? Like, in what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
fucking
shit! I
weird, man.
can't play it.
And that's
I can't play it
and
on
now
here
we're on
because I
the
need-
last chapter, Tenebris.
And I really don't want to use my sugary breath on the harmonica too much.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
Guys,
So the
we're-
last world is literally called
Old fool.
Dark.
No complications, you said.
Wait.
Simple, you said. I should have known.
No, Crypto. This
Oh
is like
gee,
a
did
literal
Palpatine
like,
lie to her?
He won't find me.
So has
or
that
his parents.
Joker expanded with her getting fat, or?
In time, my dear, all in due time.
I'm sorry, I'm watching a playthrough of Rise of the Dragon.
Dreep.
Jason, you might be here for our playthrough.
I'm sorry, but
What is
I'd
that?
like you to find.
What
that's
the fuck
Gem's
is that?
nostalgia.
Oh, no. Jason,
Why
you need to
is-
see what the fuck is on the screen right now? You missed it.
I did. Oh darn it. Let me see.
We're gonna get to watch Torin die.
I'm in a base. Oh yay, he's dead.
Oh no, what should I do?
I hope Boogan eats him.
Oh, good thing
Oh.
Google learned how to be a nurse.
Yay! Google can be a nurse
Ah,
and fix
Google,
them.
that's okay.
Fuck.
Really, that's okay.
What? Oh.
Okay, so
Oh boy.
so Google is
This
a little
got
sexist.
uncomfortable. What am I watching?
Speak for
What I want to
yourself.
know is, why was there a massive DNA experiment between Grover and Terrence? Is it Terrence?
What are you doing, Boogle? Boogle, what are you doing? Boogle?
Telly. Why was
That's
there a
not
massive
your
DNA
inventory.
crossover experiment between Telly and
Oh, hold on.
Grover?
This one matter.
Thanks, Boog.
That healed
Hey,
his
how did you do
broken
that?
spine and hip from smashing into a steel pipe.
Back in the bag, buddy.
That's what you get as a thank you.
We got paint and we
Go
got
Thanks for helping. Go back
an
in
air
your
vent.
prison.
This can't possibly go wrong. As usual, use the knife to pry off the air vent.
So, I didn't mean to mention this, but does anyone else think that the cursor looks like Cyril Sneer
What?
from the Raccoons?
That doesn't ring a bell.
Of course not, Michael, you're uncultured.
Exactly.
Rolling through ductwork.
It does. The cursor looks like Cyril Sneer from the fucking Raccoons.
Hey, you want a
Did
joke?
we really need all of these screens?
Oops.
Yes.
Can you get that?
Oh.
Thank you.
Wah, wah. I hate that joke.
Oh, hey, Angus. What's the rules on the Final
Hey, I
Fantasy
forgot
for
just how
Final
fucking racist this game was. Holy shit.
What?
Rise of the Dragon is so fucking racist.
What was that now, Nat?
What's the rules on Final Fantasy VII Remake spoilers?
I don't give a shit.
Google, save us.
Because you know, like, it actually legitimately changes the
Save us,
storyline.
Boogle! Save us!
Yes, they changed the storyline. I don't care. I played Final Fantasy VIII and that was it.
So,
How?
because I really want to bring up something, because I both love how they changed
Save
the
us.
I both
said
love how they
save
changed the
us,
storyline of Final Fantasy
Wah,
VII,
wah.
but I also dread it because I really hate the fucking current director of the Final Fantasy series. I hate how he writes fucking stories. I hate Kingdom Hearts. I hate Final Fantasy 13. I hate Final Fantasy 15 in terms of fucking story. So I'm really worried where it's like, oh shit, he basically has carte blanche to basically just make up whatever he wants now for Final Fantasy 7.
Are we in Wonderland?
I don't know where we are. Oh no, he's arrested.
Yep. Because
Oh
I
no, the
first...
flower with the blow job lips has been left alone with the freak.
Yeah,
The
the
fellow's like,
reason...
but I
Well,
was
yeah, I know basically like a lot of
Wait, what?
That was the thing,
That-
you missed.
that
before.
was the DNA crossover between Telly and Grover.
That's Drope. That's Dreep, excuse me.
I know you have that, like, a lot of the same story beats are probably going to happen in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but my big problem is just, like, the details. Like, how are we going to get there? Like, is this going to be garbage like fucking 13 and 15 were in terms of, like, its awful storytelling? Because I really do love the whole fucking twist of, like, Sephiroth knows. He knows the future. He knows he's defeated. He knows these chuckle fucks are, like, a threat to him. And he's gonna deal with it.
No!
Oh, well, Boogle's gonna get raped.
Boogle is gonna have the asshole the size of a grape.
Oh, Boogle! Not Boogle!
And I'm right.
We became so invested in that character.
The cursor did
The evidence before the court is incontrovertible.
I'm really sorry I landed in your plants. It was an accident. I
The
only
cursor
landed
does
in
look
that
like
flower
Cyril
bed
Sneer.
because I saw that air duct
Judge-
that I
I think the
crawled through
judge
to
has
escape from that
guns.
storeroom that I materialized in from
Tear
that necklace that I
down
used
the
to get here
wall.
from Penny. I didn't. That is, I. Oh.
So yeah, as a director of the, I forget his name, but like he is very navel gazing. Like if you ever like,
Not how
you
cold
played, if you
From
played
the lands
any of the
above,
Kingdom Hearts
sir.
games, that's where he came
this
from. Oh,
evil
he didn't come
sorceress
from
put my
Kingdom Hearts. He
parents in a
worked on
magic
other
spell
but Kingdom Hearts is like his
kidnapped them,
big
and
thing.
this old
It's
guy
his
saw it
baby.
all, and
So,
he said her
like,
name was
imagine
Vincent,
Kingdom
and she's from
Hearts
down
Hey
levels
here.
man,
of
can I ask you a
storytelling.
Where my
question?
parents are, so I
Look,
said,
I'm talking to
"Whatever."
Yab. I'm interacting with the
Save them,
audience.
but
It's
no
fine.
one
Man,
has
I
ever
need to
heard
ask
of
you a
her, and,
question.
well, I don't even know if she's
Yeah.
down here, or,
What is
or
the
if this has all
plot to
been some kind
Kingdom
of-
Hearts?
I don't know.
No
Why-
one knows.
Licensure, eh?
I think I watched a 4-hour video trying to explain it once, and I was still lost.
But whether you're a visitor,
There's like an asshole who's like 3 eyes.
About
He's like time traveler or something, and he wants the darkness, but Mickey Mouse is like, no darkness. So I'm gonna put it in some bitches. I'm gonna put some light in bitches' hearts or something.
Mickey,
I don't know.
Mickey go back to being a black stereotype. That's why he's so afraid of the darkness.
One more mistake, and I'll toss you right off this planet into
Am I even close in my description? Does anybody know?
Found him. And young man,
Oh, but death sentence is active in this world then.
Yeah, you see, every time you commit a crime, they just send you to a lower shell. So once you're at the bottom, which we are at, they
Wow,
toss you
that
into
was
the core
pointless.
of the planet.
No, Jason, it told us that, you know, if he rapes that flower, he's going to jail. Or he's going to be null void.
Yes? Oh, it's you.
Could you help me?
Also, I know the only thing I know about
After what
Kingdom
you
Hearts
saved
really
like buddies
is that Hercules is really way more important in the Kingdom Hearts universe than he is in the actual Disney universe.
Is it just me, or does the pillar behind the flower kind of look like a human torso that's been bisected mid-chest?
I'm more
You know what
disappointed
that would
it's
actually-
just the animation, but yeah.
That actually would explain a lot if, like, the creator of Kingdom Hearts' favorite Disney movie was Hercules.
Looking for an evil sorceress named Licensure.
Yeah, in this last part of the game, you're gonna see a few holes here and there, like they ran out of funding when doing this part.
What do you mean holes?
I suppose.
Like parts
There
of the
was
area
a-
that we
a
don't
Hercules
go
TV
to,
show as well.
things we don't
Matt.
interact with, animations
Yeah, I
that get
remember.
stilted.
Roots, you know.
It wasn't bad. Like,
Is there
It at
It
least
was
expanded
fine.
on Hades.
it was no Lilo and Stitch the anime, or Emperor's New Groove animations. Emperor's New Groove the animated series is fucking tight. It's legit fucking goat
Yeah.
material.
No, he's not a real duck. Don't remember his name.
What are they talking
Also,
about?
the Lilo and Stitch cartoon.
I didn't. Matt started telling
Well,
me
the
about
plant
Kingdom
is
Hearts
telling me
and
I need
missed
to
it.
go to a theater to find a duck to talk to them about the witch.
Oh.
Oh, of course. Logic.
grateful.
Go to a theater to talk to a duck to find out about the witch.
Although he's
Is
not
this
really
the
a duck.
plot- Is
Although
this
he's
the
not
plot to
really a
Rise
duck.
of Skywalker?
No, it's the forgotten Narnia book. The Dark Appeared and the Witch.
What was the name of the little dude in Rise of Skywalker, Jason?
What was the name
Was
of
it
what?
Google?
What was
The
the
little dude that like.
I
was it
don't
Google that
know.
liked C-3PO? You know, the little
I don't
dude.
even know the name of the robot that only existed to do one thing.
And now that I've talked to the flower, I know that I have to
Jason,
take care
that
of the
one-
chameleon silkworms.
I've-
And if I take care of the
I've still
chameleon
not seen
silkworms, she'll
Rise.
put a good word in for me with the grass, and the grass will get me over a slippery slope to the theater.
Everything
Usual adventure
I
game
have heard
stuff.
about Rise of the Skywalker has made me go, nope, I'm not watching that.
It's shit. You honestly should watch it. It's really bad. It's
Oh,
not
so I bet you had to talk to that tree at some point.
Yep.
I'll be honest. So here's how bad it is, Angus. I honestly put Revenge of the Sith over fucking Rise of the Skywalker.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
Man,
It's not as bad.
I knew I should have killed that character in Fallout 3. Eventually, he just turns into a tree in a worse video game.
You sound
Oh yeah, Bob.
discouraged.
Not so much
I mean,
No,
I'm,
Bob was the tree.
I can't wait for H. Bomber
I
Guy's
think all
defense
of
of
us
the
do
prequels.
sometimes.
Yep, it's coming.
Yeah, I doubt it. He's not gonna do it.
It's a Patreon request,
You know what?
Patreon goal, and he's passed it and succeeded it.
Are you liking all
You
these
know what I
puns,
can't
Jason?
wait for?
Okay.
Not to go out on a limb.
I can't wait for the
Why not
Plinkett Rise of
branch out into
Skywalker
new
review.
activities?
It's not coming.
Well, you know, I can't.
They're not gonna
coming.
do it. Plinkett's dead.
They're gonna do it.
I'm stuck.
They're
They're gonna do it.
It
They're,
doesn't make sense anymore, and they know it.
look,
They've
here's the
made
thing.
that very clear in the
They're
last
not gonna.
Matt, they've
they're not-
moved on.
Yes.
They've already done a Plinker review of Last Jedi and fucking the other one.
Yes,
I'm
which
searching
was a
for my
perfectly
parents.
a
I
perfect
think they were captured by
in-stone to
Lysentia,
it.
a sorceress.
It's a
I-
cap
No,
like
it's
you
not.
didn't have
Drew,
it
that's
all.
true.
Could you help me? Have you heard?
You need to go all the way. He needs to finish it. He needs to finish what he started.
Why do so many of these fucking dialogue scenes involve the main character with his back to us and everything happening in the background?
Because animated.
The only animation is the speaking.
She fell in the forest.
The lower quarter of this fucking screen is nothing. What does the 744 mean?
It's our
That's
score.
score.
Every time we do something,
Plus-
we get.
Oh,
Plus-
back when scores were important. Remember when everything had to have a score?
Yes.
Yeah. So also,
Jason, how can you
and
trust without
my
numbers?
counter argument, but also I want to levy this as a counter argument to them never doing the last Plinkett review being Rise of Skywalker. Look at how many times Mike says he's not going to review like anything new Star Trek related, and he fucking.
Now we have to catch
he's a
these
glutton
guys,
for
but they keep
fucking
Well,
fighting.
here's the thing. Mike loves Star Trek a lot more than Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's
And it
obvious.
makes me sad watching
Gotcha.
him. Like
It's like
every
Jason.
like that's the only thing that made like Picard
I did it. The
worth watching is like, you know what? I wonder how Mike is gonna.
Wait, why were the
Well,
silkworms eating a sunflower?
Silk of any
Because
reasons. Just place them
when
on
Mike
colour
starts about Star
and
Wars,
make
it's like
them
listening to
copy of it
Steve
for
talk
you.
about Star Wars.
And silk yet. But don't
Also,
waste
when you
them.
put the silkworms on a something of a certain color, they'll make a fabric for you that's that exact same color. I'll
And
think of
I,
it.
As you know,
Is that how it works in real life?
No.
No.
I don't know anything about silkworm.
In real life,
No,
you wait for the
you have to-
caterpillar to make a cocoon, and then you boil them to death.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I knew that part because of how fucked up it is, but like.
Oh no,
do you
how is he
feed them,
gonna
like,
get past
different
this
colored
mildly
stuff?
steep hill?
Or do you just die still?
it's not like it's a hill that
You
just
died
rolled up.
afterwards. Yes.
So
As a
the
kid.
grass is going to help me figure out where to stand on it because I have to get over this slippery slope here. In
And
order to
that's
do
what
that, I
Matt
have to
says
hear
every
the
day.
So
grass
it's not-
speak to me.
That's stupid.
Where is it?
Yeah, the mat is going to help. The grass is going to help. Matt tells you that every day.
Yeah.
Come on, where are you?
Napalm has a crippling drug addiction because he has a hole in his heart that his dad beat into him.
Yeah.
Like you haven't made that joke yourself, Matt.
Look,
I know.
dude, the grass isn't into you. No means no.
Look,
Stop
grass,
asking it.
Oh my God.
Fucking
he's
Matt.
up.
grass
He's
gets
up.
no moral consideration.
He's that guy
If
that
you
goes
just
into the
ask,
pub and
if
has
you just
ask-
ask enough, eventually the no turns into a yes.
Yeah, he's that guy that goes into a pub and asks every woman that comes in the door, "Wanna fuck?" Eventually, he's going to get a
Ah,
yes.
yeah, that guy.
Thank you.
So me, you could have just said me.
No.
Well, we established.
Way to
you're a
go,
sex
idiot.
monster.
Now
And
see
don't
how
just
much
say no,
landscape
Mike.
they lay
That's
out,
what I
but we're not
did.
going to see any of it because we're going straight to the theater. And I'm not even.
That's the
interacting
theater?
right now. Yep.
That's the courtroom where General Zod got tried. I say guilty. Guilty.
It's not so much
It's
a
the
theater
theater
as,
hall.
as an amphitheater, but
Still a theater.
Oh yeah, Jason, did you hear like Fantastic Four's apparently in
Anyone
like
needs me.
some
I'll be
stage
my
of pre?
trailer.
I don't know what they're doing production wise because you know Hollywood's basically shut down right now.
Yeah, everything's shut down right now, so those scripts
Yeah,
better be
I guess they can
fucking
hammer-
great.
so
Yeah, I
Jason,
guess
I
they can
want to
hammer out
talk
the
to you.
script.
Huh?
What do you think of AMC's decision, or AMT, or whatever the cinema chain is called?
What decision is that? What did they do?
They are refusing to host any Universal movies across all of their cinemas.
Oh, because of the whole Trolls thing?
Yes.
I guess they decided, let's commit suicide faster. Because if this doesn't completely destroy them, telling an entire movie company we're not going to show your movies is not going to help them raise more money. They were all teetering on the brink prior to this.
They're $5 billion in debt.
You
and they're like,
You're
oh, so you make some of the biggest movies we'll ever show. Yeah, we're not going to show you because you're streaming and doing it on demand at the same time it's releasing to cinema.
So I was thinking about
what they're doing is they're overestimating their worth.
Yeah.
They keep thinking that this is the ultimate way to see a movie, and maybe it is, but most people enjoy the convenience of watching something at home and not paying $100 for your family of 4 to go see something.
Well, that's the thing. They are
Bunny.
Yeah, it's terrible. They have Odeon cinemas in the UK. I don't have an Odeon nearby, so it doesn't affect me at all. Because I go to View, who are owned, I think, by Warner Bros. Or were.
Movie companies are not allowed to own theater chains in the United States. It was considered a monopoly, so they stopped it.
That actually makes sense.
Well, nice talking.
So that's why.
Something about this, Universal in particular, was
Wait,
the
how
worst
are they
company.
allowed to own streaming services then?
Universal doesn't really.
It's usually contractual.
Universal doesn't really do the experience movies like Disney. Like part of the reason you go to a theater to see the Marvel movie is like you want to be a part of that like crowd.
Holy shit! No wonder they don't have money. They paid for Bruce Campbell.
What? What happened?
They paid for Bruce Campbell, the chin.
No.
What did they pay him for?
She's a sorceress from around here.
Oh, brother.
He's saying this is Bruce Campbell I'm talking to. This carpenter here, he's just trying to get his job done.
Musical saw. You can use a saw.
View cinemas
to
are
make
Here's the thing, right? So Jason, here's the thing, right? Every Fast and Furious fan, they don't care. Like every Fast and the Furious fan, they don't fucking care if they're watching Fast and the Furious in theaters or like look at when coronavirus fucking started. There was like that simulcast of like 3 of the fucking Fast and the Furious films on 3 different fucking channels, and everybody was fucking watching it because like. It doesn't matter with Fast and Furious. You don't need to see it in theaters. So, like, Universal, like, they can just be like, yeah, like, no more Fast and Furious movies for any theaters. Go fuck yourselves.
So this is interesting about this scene here. You can actually
The Fast and Furious movies, by the way, are the highest grossing franchise ever.
Yep. And Jem is trying
more
to
than
say
Marvel,
something.
more than anybody else.
Can
Jem's trying to say something.
Talk about the game?
Oh, yeah.
Something you can do in here. Since you're in the theater, you can stand here behind the curtain and you can hear the performances going on. And as you progress through doing different stuff behind here, the performance changes. Because you have to keep walking in circles to get stuff to change and spawn and such.
I mean, it's a boring game, but at least that's something.
Excuse me.
Oh, and as I was saying,
boring.
View cinemas used to be like £12, £15, which is about $20, $25, give or take. They reduced their prices down to £5.
No,
which I think, which is about per ticket, which is about $8, I think.
No, that's not bad.
Suddenly.
Also, what was those comparisons to Aladdin you were talking
it's
about?
almost as if.
Oh my God! What happened to Genie? Is he on heroin? Did Genie start doing drugs?
Now, Jason, you need to hear his voice, though.
I'm Torin, and I'm seeking. No use to whisper now, young man.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I'm Torin, and I'm trying to.
This is what Genie was doing before it came back
It's
in
time
the Aladdin
for you
TV
to face
series.
your horror.
You do? I've asked
Young
near
man,
everybody
you're
on
going
this
to
planet,
face your
and you're the
honor.
only one.
I look a little bit like Lemon Grab.
Also, up until this point, all the human beings we've met have had pink skin, and everyone down here has jaundice.
Or they're just naturally yellow.
Then you know where I can
Come
find
on.
her?
They have some component to their blood and it makes them yellow.
Springfield.
We're in the Simpsonverse.
Yeah, we're in the Simpsonverse.
More than rude. She's unscrupulous,
I'm in fact what
ruthless,
Dr. Nick really
unconscionable,
looks like.
immoral, unethical, unprincipled. She's
And I'm not trying to sound at all like Guy Thurbush or whatever his name is from Monkey Island.
No,
When did Monkey Island come out? This might be pre-Monkey.
Monkey Island came out in 92, 94?
Yeah, it's
vicious
before.
vultures, stinking
Yeah.
skunks, lava,
Oh, yeah, 90.
snails,
Okay.
slugs, you name it. Of course I'll get to her.
Very impressive.
No, 97 Curse of Monkey Island came out.
Now, wait a minute. Curse of Monkey Island was re-released onto platforms or onto...
Yeah, that is, sorry.
But
yeah,
it
no,
was out on computers before that.
Yeah, it was 1990 it came out on. Secret of Monkey Island came out in 1990.
Yeah, because I played it on the Sega CD!
And then LeChuck's Revenge came out next year.
And here we find out that Licentia has been tossed into the null void. Oh dear, however are we going to go after her?
I guess I'll have to go to the null void or something.
Well, I'm going to by committing another crime.
Why, yes, I have. It's
Remember,
one of my rarest treasures.
we have to commit the crimes.
Oh no, to someone like me, there's nothing more valuable than a rare voice.
Wait, are we stealing this voice? Are we Ursula?
What if you had a voice rarer than Licentia's?
We're turning him into a sea slug.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh yeah?
I'm sorry,
Do
but
you
that
have
cursor
any
does look like
recordings
Cyril
from
Sneer, and I am
the
not letting that go.
lands above?
Well, that's
Of
because
course
it's
not.
Boogle's
The last
face.
time those savages visited
Run
us,
with
this
us.
odd-faced technology was not
We'll
even
go.
developed.
I am one of those savages.
Run
What?
with us.
You?
And yes,
We're
even though
on
the lands above
speed.
send all their criminals below, the people below think the lands above are
I
backward
detected
savages.
something unusual in your voice.
Run with
Well, that makes
us.
sense.
Trade a recording
We've
of
got
Licentia for a
everything
recording
you
of a voice you may
need.
never hear again?
Run with us.
Well,
We're
Get
on
it, Angus.
speed.
a deal.
Okay.
Hey, this is
What
the
do you want
Evergreen
me to
Forest.
Anything.
Home of Bert
Let
Raccoon.
me
this is
set
the
up a
theater.
clean crystal here. There, ready when you are.
Test.
What?
Test.
Here,
Son,
take this purple dildo.
He collects rare sounds,
My name is
one of which
Torin,
is a
from
rare
the
voice of
Farmin Valley,
Licentia,
near
and now we're
Crystal
adding a
City
rare
in the
voice of the lands above.
I've
Citizen
traveled
to his
through
collection in exchange.
Estarpa, Pergola, and Esthenia to get to Tenebris for only one reason. To find the evil sorceress
Yep, that's enough. We've
Licentia,
captured it enough for
force
your
her to
voice,
free
mate.
my
You can
parents
stop now.
and my friend Boogle, and in the process teach her a
Wait, he's
lesson.
kidnapped Boogle? She's
That's
kidnapped Boogle?
enough. It's
No.
only a 10 meg.
Well, he
crystal.
doesn't know that, but he also knows
Great.
that, so.
Now,
Also, it's
let
only
me
a
play
10.
that odd Christ with her voice.
Yep.
He knows it because we knew it.
Here,
Did we
I'll
know
even
it?
throw in this
Also,
old
it's only a
crystal.
10
I
meg
didn't know
crystal,
You can play it back.
so he couldn't record too much. And we get a video play, an audio player, I should say.
Very good.
And what was the recording he got from Licentia?
You're not welcome here, you decrepit old creep.
Her telling him to fuck off. And we're done with him.
Interesting.
Excuse me, are you a magician?
It's Paul Schaefer.
Who?
Shut up! I'm learning how to play this musical score in
Actually, I am a
Rainbow Vision.
magician. Well, no. I'm not just any magician. As of
Is
yesterday
I'm
morning, I'm
Burger
Zippy the
King
Magnificent.
here
And
in
who are you?
Duckburg.
I'm Torin.
Okay,
from lands
I've
above.
got
Oh,
a-
I'm sorry.
Well,
A
Torin,
vaguely tenuous
would you like to see
connection
a trick?
between
Well,
my singing of a
actually,
theme
I was
tune.
going to ask you some questions.
What is yours?
Splendid. All right, here. Take this deck of cards.
He's not
Fuck
with
you.
us right now. Yes, see?
Hmm?
When
I'm-
his mind
I'm
goes
not being-
blank,
Put it anywhere.
that's what he hears.
Memorize the card. Got it?
Okay, you want to know what it
Now
is?
hold the
I'm
deck
so
tightly between
high
your two
right
hands.
now.
See?
Tighter.
I'm so high right now that I am in multiple dimensions,
If I
and
could make your
in one
card
of them,
appear from my
we're talking
sleeve,
about
in
DuckTales.
spite of the fact that you're still
Now
holding that
sing the
self-same
theme to
card in your
Rescue
very own
Rangers.
hands, would you be impressed?
I've
I
read
Don't
some
split the
fan
dimensions
fiction
too much,
about,
Jason.
about
all I
Rescue
have to do
Rangers.
is
Fuck, I
say the
forgot.
magic words. Ali McGraw.
Oh,
I
sorry,
can't help
Jim.
you.
What?
I only know I only know all those
Here's
themes
your
in
card.
Danish.
That's not my
What about
card, that's a
Tailspin?
bouquet of flowers.
Oops. I knew that. Here,
We did this in the
watch me make that
APRO.
disappear.
Did you?
The tune, we
All
sang
right,
the tune.
Now
Yes.
let's see. Where was I? Oh,
Tailspin.
if I could make
I've
your
read
card
fan
appear
fiction
from my
where,
sleeve, in spite of the fact that
Shut
you're
up.
holding hands with
Zipper
the very
gets
same
them
card,
in
No.
Rescue
would
Rangers.
you be impressed?
Yeah, I guess.
And
That's right.
here,
Now, who does Zipper get
is
some from, do you think?
here.
Stop it.
No,
Shut
that's
up,
not my
Angus.
card either.
It's
That
just saying.
bird
You
is
have
dead.
A heart?
Well,
No,
it wasn't
that's
Chip.
not even a card. That's
It
a
Was
wasn't
it-
word.
Monterey Jack.
It wasn't Gadget, whatever her name was.
Get out of
Gadget.
here.
It
Was that her name?
Gadget.
Yeah, Gadget.
Do I
There's a
have
cult.
that?
You know, there's a cult
Okay.
in Russia that
Is
worships
this your
Gadget.
card?
I mean,
No, there
what?
isn't.
No, that's a book. Well,
Because
I
if there is
suppose
if there is a
card
cult that worships
maybe
Gadget,
Yeah,
we need
there
to
is.
burn Russia to the ground now.
You know, at this
Wait,
point,
no,
I
we
don't
just
really
need to
care.
Also,
All right then.
you know
Give me
what?
back
You
my
know what
cards.
theme
You
song I
keep your
can
lousy two of
mostly
diamonds.
get through, I think.
Hey, that's right. That was
Go
my
ahead.
card.
Well, it's too late now to sweet
Lounge-
talk me.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly, with stories to share. Oh, through the forest they sing out in
I
chorus,
was just gonna-
marching along as their song fills the air. Gummy bears dashing.
I
here.
was
Oh,
just
no.
going to ask, why is this happening?
I was playing along with my bagpipes that I now have.
Oh, yay. How come everyone looks sick?
Okay.
Well,
I fucked
they're
up.
in the middle. They're in the middle of the earth, so they all have
Bouncing
all
here
their
and
livers
there and
that's
everywhere.
dying from heavy metal.
Another little girl is being killed. She's been killed.
That's a
Okay.
question.
I'm
Why?
more impressed by the fact that the trajectories.
So we have a magician that was looking for a new trick, and a rabbit that's looking for a new job, and the centipede left behind a top hat.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, Bags, take a look at this.
No.
You know,
Fuck you,
Ansel,
where's my speed?
Looking
I need some
You're
pennies.
welcome.
Yes.
I got a good song stuck in your head.
What the hell happened
Have
to
you
his
heard-
ears?
You mind?
What happened to his
um,
ears?
He was working with a drunkard who was doing archery
I
to
don't
the
know.
thing behind him, and the implication is he kept shooting his ears instead of the apple on his head.
I don't know if it's back
Okay,
up
I
on
think we
YouTube.
just
But
came.
they're taken off of YouTube for a while, but Ansel, and I recommend this for everybody.
Oh, yes.
But
It's
look
you.
up the
It's very
Alicia Keys version of the Gummy Bears theme
It,
song.
it
It's
looks like
Holy shit, gadgetology is real?
yes, Jason. It looks like we have to burn Russia to the ground.
Good.
also, Jay,
Now,
yeah,
wait a
posted
minute.
something
We
to
don't
you.
know if
He's,
Zippy
he,
the
I was
Magnificent
right.
will
There is
accept
the
you or
gadget
not.
cult.
Accept me? Are you kidding? He's been wanting me to
I
join
mean,
him for
I know that
years.
Gadget
You should have
can
seen
be
that
a
dump he offered
subject
me.
of furry
Things like these. Oh, yeah,
fantasizing.
he'd take me all right. He'd be a
I mean,
fool not to. See,
Considering the
all
Rule
makes
34 I
sense.
usually see come out of Russia, that's very surprising. And then they 3D rendered. I think a lot of the
So,
budget went to
okay.
3D rendering your entire inventory, because... Yeah.
Is it pregnant?
Well, no, that's the chameleon silkworms.
Oh.
That's what they look like.
Why is
So,
it pregnant?
Jason, look.
Yes.
So the egregore concept
never
of
guess
energy
what I
became
got
the
for you,
basis
Zippy.
of the gadget
right.
parent cult
Put it
or
down so I can
gadgetology.
feel it.
It's a
It
real top hat. with
are
rabbit
convinced that the fictional
like in
character
a
can be
real magic
revived with the help of unconditional faith. In addition, there is an opinion that Gadget already was born in a parallel dimension, of course, due to the faithful fans and their love. A cult was originally originated in.
I'm looking at a picture of the cult, and it's exactly what I expected them to look like.
I have to look this up.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about a single one of them reproducing.
Please, Jason, just paint a picture for us.
Well, let's see. Neckbeard, weird haircut, and a mustache. A woman who may or may not be there, but appears to be starving to death. Creepy stare. Creepy stare. Doesn't know where his parents are. They're sitting around a table eating something.
Oh
I
no.
put it in the chat.
Oh no.
I can see. Wow, lovely. So now we have to find him a magic wand.
I think there's 2 women here, Jason.
I wonder what's going on stage.
Well, Gadget is there.
I'm not counting Gadget. I think 2 women are here. I think the one in denim is a woman.
I don't think the one in denim is a woman. I think that is a man with no facial hair.
Oh look, the
Yeah,
union
I
guy
think
has
this
to
is
take
right.
his break, so let's borrow his
It's
saw,
hard to
shall
tell
we?
with Eastern Europeans sometimes.
The only one that looks like a woman is the one
Just
that won't
throw
look
that
at the
shit,
camera,
Jim.
is staring directly at her lap, and is desperately trying to ingest nutrients because she looks like she's on the verge of death. And it appears to be held inside of someone's tiny, squalid Russian apartment.
I'd say that cardboard cutout gets taken, but that's not a cardboard cutout.
No, it's a banner.
Yep.
I'm surprised it doesn't have a wee hole because that guy
Yeah, I
looking
was
at
about to say.
fucks it.
Well,
No,
it is
the
made of
back
it
of the-
is made of a material that's easy to clean.
Yeah,
The
They
back of
are
that
all
cardboard part
of
looks
them.
like-
Every single one of their pictures are outside of a Disneyland and Disney World all over the planet. They are not allowed in, and if one does get in, a bunch of security thugs grab the person that's dressed like Gadget that day and hustles her underground as quickly as possible.
Nothing. I thought you needed a wand.
Oh, you know what, Dean? That's another game we. You know what's funny? Phantasmagoria came out the same year as this. So there's a. I forget. Does Eric do Phantasmagoria?
Just fine.
They have an official website, but I need to find it.
I think
Don't
Sierra
find
did
it.
That's another
Phantasmagoria.
problem.
What now?
We're still in this theater?
Have a silk.
They don't link it, unfortunately.
Yes, Torin.
Yep,
Okay.
I have to find him a
We're
silk coat now.
invalids. We have no way to be able to do anything on our own. In fact, I've been sitting here for decades.
Well, if you notice, he's cut himself in half and his feet are over here.
Oh.
So he is an invalid.
Because he's blind. But hey, we've got this, and it's got a nice picture of a scarf, doesn't it? And we've
Yeah,
got
it
these
does.
worms where if we put them on a color, they make fabric out of it.
Oh, that's not how that works.
It is now.
And now we have a weird rainbow-colored scarf that looks vaguely like the scarf in the poster.
That's a scarf. It looks
I
more
made
like
this beautiful
some kind of
silk as a gift
parachute.
for you, Zippy.
Where's Bongo?
Why, thank you. It
Well,
feels
he's been captured,
lovely.
remember?
So smooth.
Which we don't know
I
about
just
no.
don't know what I'll do with
Really,
it.
really, you
Perhaps
didn't get
stuff
the
it in my
Zippy and
breast pocket?
Bongo?
I don't know.
I was thinking you might use it to cover the
Bungle.
You're the only one
Bungle.
here who would get that joke.
That's good too.
It's Bungle, not
So,
Bungle.
what are we waiting
And everyone
for?
here
Show
should
us
get
a
it because we've watched it on the show.
Here, Zippy. It's
Like they
showtime.
can
Pull that
remember it.
fancy silk over me.
All
30
right, I
years
will.
ago.
Thanks to you, Torin.
Up above
You
the
know, you've been so nice to me. Would you like this book of
streets and
magic
houses,
spells?
rainbows
I don't-
flying high.
I only remember it because.
And our
because
reward
I'm
for
cursed
helping
with a
out the
good-
magician
with
is a book of
good memory
actual
for
magic
shit.
spells.
Wait a minute. If he knows real magic,
Good luck with your act.
then what? Why is...
Also, hello! Oh, never mind.
That's why he's still alive.
That's the guy who took Bungle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He can just pull them out of his hat.
And
see
I'll
what's playing.
just nonchalantly walk over here.
Apparently, the level 2 harpsichord player is playing on the stage.
Apparently, they're playing Sid Meier's Pirates.
He's on tour.
A vastly superior game.
Now, we actually have quite a bit of extra time here because we've gone through it pretty quickly, so I'm going to see if I can trigger the Phantasmagoria movie music. Someone playing country music.
I hope they paid rights for that music.
Maybe they did.
That's
maybe
my
they didn't.
box quote for the game.
How do you
Look,
spell that?
her walk cycle is slower than his. They should get married.
No, then they will just end up having even slower kids.
Love me tender, love
What?
quick.
And there's an entire Gregorian chant going on.
Grab my dick.
That was probably the music.
You
Okay.
have jaundice, I am pink. Let me sink it in your stink.
Oh
Now,
my
why did I go
God.
on that long walk? Because I needed these guys to
Keep it to
despawn
language.
so I can steal their rosin.
Why did you steal their rosin?
Because now I have a bow and a saw and rosin.
Oh, so you can play.
And now I have a rosined bow.
Okay.
And you can actually...
That's not how you. That's not how you play the musical saw.
It is now.
Now, let's see. Was that all I have to do? I think that might be all I have to do. So... Let's see if this lady's
Wait a
done.
minute. This stayed that. Wait. Wait a minute. There's not enough room. This.
For what?
He walks around in a circle, but
Yep.
the room is too small.
He's white, Jason.
Yes.
And I think if I just do that, he'll just keep walking forever.
Yeah, he will.
That's how circles work.
No,
I've been steadily drinking away. I'm quite happy with this.
the stage doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. So the curtain is down during a performance, not up?
I think it's the back curtain.
They don't know how theaters work. That's not how a theater works.
Really?
The
That's your
curtain
complaint
covers
in
the
this
stage while
game?
your scene change.
Not the fact that, you know, you have
Are
a
we-
planet with multiple layers.
Are we done?
I think I am, but she's supposed to yell at you when you are. I'm gonna go talk to her.
Warm up? Did you say warm up? It's not really that cold in here.
Wah, 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 wah.
Torin, but I
You're
don't
just
have an
lucky
axe.
you missed out on the,
Neither do
the,
rest
the
of
square
us
root
clowns.
pie joke.
Yes, that joke was horrible.
Mr. Torin.
Well, I think
Okay.
AVPGO
I
has
had
been
to
successful.
talk with her to set the
Torin,
flag to
on
get the
stage in
thing.
1
Okay,
minute,
sorry.
Mr. Torin.
What does she want?
Your balls.
Do I have to saw her? I never remember this part because it takes so long to get here. Guess I just walk
Give
out on
her-
the stage? No? Do I
Give
walk-
her
Maybe
the
you pull
D.
that rope.
Is it literally a minute? Do I have to literally wait a minute?
Probably.
Give her the D.
Mr. Torin, on.
You're
Okay,
supposed
I
to
just
go
have
on
to go
stage.
I just have to go
Go
on
on
stage.
stage,
Okay.
stupid! Hurry up! There, you're on stage. Ken.
Oh, no, where is there a thing I have to click on? Why is it?
You would presumably have to pull
You're
off
gonna
the curtain.
play the saw, dummy.
I have to do the arrow that just appeared that lets me go. Okay.
Oh, wow, there's nobody. There's nobody. And you're a giant.
You're gonna bring down the house, mate.
But we can hear
And
them. Are
now,
they invisible?
a medley of my favorite songs from the lands above.
No.
Where the peat moss groans in the light of 3 full moons.
Oh my
and
God.
those
Anyone having some rotten tomatoes?
I did not sign up for some country music.
This isn't country music. This
Oh,
is
it is.
music.
It's country music, alright.
This isn't music. It's auditory murder.
And so's country music.
That's it. Now come with me.
But
Oh,
Wait, how is that illegal?
Oh yeah, big talk from the guy
Who's crying?
plays the back.
No, I'm a musician. Now come with me.
Oh, we
You're
murdered
under
music.
arrest. What for? Impersonating a singer.
How are you even supposed to remember what you're doing?
Torin of the lands above, since you violated the probationary period I granted you, I have no choice but to sentence you to immediate ostracization from the world of Tenebris into the null
I am crazy.
not the null void.
Exactly where I want to go.
Here we are, boy. Now you stand over there.
But oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Hey!
Good riddance, plant crusher.
He's gone into the void.
Float in midair like this.
Oh,
Who
no.
cares?
Oh, I get it. In the very center
Sitting
of the planet,
in
gravity
a bunker.
pulls from all directions.
Here behind my
There's
wall.
nothing to grab
In the exact center of the planet, gravity pulls equally from all directions.
It is
Waiting.
What am I gonna do? I can't move around. Oh,
Back
if only I
fire.
had some way of propulsion.
No.
That's what we use bagpipes for in Scotland. To
And
find
of course, you have to
yes.
hold it to gain pressure and then release. But if you had too much pressure, you knock around on the walls.
do it.
You just did. It wasn't that exciting. Bye.
How
Where
dare
am I
this
aiming
game
for again? Okay,
abuse a fantastic musical instrument that puts
I
fear into
know,
the heart
I
of
know.
enemies?
Some people are really good at playing the saw.
Not gonna rise to it, Micro.
Come on, come on.
It was worth the joke.
I used to learn the pipes.
Isn't it a requirement?
No.
Wait, you have to learn it? I thought that was instinctual.
You have to get your lips right.
How do you learn that?
Knock knock.
You have to
that
learn
was
how to
cool,
breathe. You have to learn how to breathe without breathing.
That doesn't make any sense, Angus.
There's no other way I can
Hi.
say it.
Yay!
Fuck you, Telly.
Shame to come all this way and not be able to get inside.
Now what we
Forgot
need to do,
something.
you'll notice we have this pile of crystal shards here. That's because the sound crystal we initially got is all broken up now.
Oh.
And it's her voice.
Apparently it's muted.
Reap.
Oh, reap? Interesting.
Don't reap what you sow.
Oh, so we supposed to construct
We
it into
fabricate something.
something. Yeah, we're frauds.
Reap. Here.
Reapers.
Reap. Not.
Reapers, Raggy.
Reap. You.
Dreep you?
Reap. Not. Well.
Dreepio, we don't go that way.
Reap. Reap. Come here.
Dreep, you suck.
Reap. Come here. Not. Well.
Nope. Where is it?
Reap. Come here. You.
Nope.
Creep, come here. Creep,
Okay.
come here. Creep, come here. Creep, come here.
Now we have to go a certain distance away.
Creep, come here. Creep, come here. Creep, come here. Creep, come
Leave that
here.
floating in the middle of the void.
Creep, come here. Creep,
murdered the
come
pipes.
here. Creep,
This
come
is murder.
here. Creep, come here. Creep,
Oh, don't even bother.
here. Creep, come here. Creep, come here. Creep, come here. Creep, come here.
And there you go.
Creep, come here. What?
That didn't make sense.
Hey, look!
Oh.
Easter eggs!
What? I don't know what they're Easter eggs of.
Darth Vader, Yoda,
Game developers.
Sailor Saturn
Yoda,
for some
Vader.
reason.
Other people.
Things they don't have the copyright for.
She's got a triptych of Dreep.
Dead.
Dead.
Congratulations, you did it. That's nice to see someone else has an Aldo sense of humor. That's why you get to hear this, my very own personal Easter egg, instead of the boring, plain old death message you see before you there on the screen. Anybody who comes all the way through this game,
Someone got bored with their own game.
about this evil
Yeah,
sorceress named
someone really
Ascension,
did.
and then finally finds her, and then tricks Dreep into following a recording of her voice, and then doesn't use the Book of Magic on her, but instead plays the bagpipe.
And it tells you how to win.
Deserves much more than just another boring old
Well,
death
that's
message.
the only other option you
So
have.
here's my personal thank you for playing the game.
Well.
And now, enjoy the ending.
It's not
Whatever you
11.
do, don't tell anybody how you got this message. Instead, just taunt them with.
Just thought I'd point that
"I
out
got a
for her."
personal message from Al Lowe at the
Oh
end.
my god. Is it
Didn't
actually
you?
gonna give you the ending?
It doesn't give you the ending.
Ironically, I've never gotten this before. No.
Oh.
Jibuji Baja. Booga Booga Baja.
What? You dare enter my home and attempt your little magic spells on me?
Wow, they both out teleportation spells, I guess.
Hey.
It's the old switcheroo.
What?
She has a collar
The
on,
collar's been
remember?
suffocating her this entire time. Oh dear, I wonder if there's anything we can do.
I don't understand.
No, you've released the evil witch.
Foolish boy. I have more power in my little finger than you'll ever possess.
What I'm saying is I can jack you off with one finger.
Backhand!
The collar.
But he said only royalty could undo the collar.
Who else could remove the collar?
Oh.
She even
wait,
knows his
does
name
that
is
mean-
Torin.
Does that mean they branded a baby?
How do you know my name?
Yes. They tattooed a baby.
I was
That's
your
kind of
nanny.
fucked up.
Nanny?
I saved your life. The night your parents were murdered.
And then I turned evil. I mean,
No, how could you? I thought you had them in a magic spell.
No, Torin.
No, not those strangers. I'm talking about your real parents.
They're not your real parents.
Idiot.
you know,
Your
the
You
real
never
people you
wondered-
never
parents were
knew.
the king and queen of the
You never
lands
wondered
above.
why your parents were also
then
were old enough to be your
That's right.
grandparents?
You're the next
Yeah,
king.
it's a common trope.
No, that's wrong. I'm the
No, Lord Vader, what's going on?
Oh god, I've just
Also,
realized
he
who
has
the
a
other
dagger
two
and he
are.
knocks her out.
You should have died in
I've
your
just
cradle
realized
that
who the
night.
other two are in the gems.
After searching for you
Yes.
all these years,
Who are
you
they?
won't escape
It's
me now.
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, isn't it?
Killed your
I don't
parents,
know.
Might be.
And now I'll kill you.
Wait! You mean that Palpatine was evil?
Oh, maybe not. They're developers, but it'd been funnier if it was Uncle and Aunt
Jam,
Lily.
are you playing anymore?
No.
I will be soon.
Oh.
One step closer, boy, and I'll finish her.
But she's evil.
I'm actually trying to figure out how I can screw this up so that we can drag it out a bit longer.
No, don't!
Oh yeah, we have got quite a bit of time.
What in the fuck?
I wonder if he falls in if you wait long enough.
No.
Apparently not. You see, you get yourself
Falls
balanced in a
into
precarious
what?
position, and then you switch so he's balanced in a precarious position.
And he falls into the larva. And she dead.
Licentia.
Now I can fuck you,
Licentia,
Licentia.
are you
I
okay?
like
Yeah,
the
just
fat ladies.
yeah. How did your arms get so fucking long?
That was close. I thought he had you there for a second.
Wait, what?
No, lava does not kill him.
I don't think it's lava.
And then she fucks him up.
He's just like brown.
Not even dead.
Oh no, he's in the void.
Void.
That's not lava. That's Dreep's supper dish.
Now fuck you, big boy.
He fell in the pet food.
And Boogle.
Wilma really let herself go. She must have taken the divorce from Fred really
I
hard.
think it's time for all of us to go back.
Wait,
I mean,
you mean
think it'd be
Daphne?
Fred that would take it hard. I mean,
Blake?
Black hair.
Fred was
No,
very
no,
bad
Wilma did
before.
not have black hair.
Torin,
That,
here's my
oh my
toy.
god.
From town, remember?
Wilma was red-headed.
Son, who's this lady? And is she gonna stay for dinner?
You're
Oh, yeah,
thinking
no,
of
she does-
Barney.
Mom.
You're thinking of
Dad.
Barney's wife.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
He was
sorry.
infinitely
Yeah.
hotter.
Oh.
No, yeah, she had brown hair. I don't know where I got the black
Eddie
hair.
Rubble?
hair. No.
And as he embraces his parents, his
I still think
nurse
she looked
remembers
the
all of
witch
the
looked
evil
more
she has
like-
committed all throughout the rest of her
like
life.
Daphne.
She just kind of stands there.
Her soul
Didn't
completely
work,
empty,
it's
her heart
animated.
completely black. And that was Torin's passage.
There's no funny credits.
They suck.
Nope.
What can you say?
They kinda sorta ran out of budget, I'm pretty sure.
Is the name of the game after his butthole?
I'm sure that's not what they intended, but that is one way to read it. Although, I have to say, the joke ending was one that I had never actually encountered, so,
Well,
yeah.
we learned something new,
It's
I
that,
guess.
that music.
Doesn't sound like Star Wars at all.
Bad times.
Superman.
Kirk
Like
McDonald.
Superman music.
The bad times were made by a person with the last name McDonald. Just want to point that out.
Shut it.
Do you know how many McDonald's there are in the world?
I know.
Alright.
That doesn't make
Wow,
it
there
less
were
fun.
beta testers?
It was only the largest fucking amount of clans in Scotland.
It doesn't make it any less fun.
I'd say the music also has a bit in common with Quest for Glory. Then again, it is Sierra, so that would make sense.
I hope they paid those testers really well.
Probably not.
Now, the haunting love theme from Torin's Passage.
Yep.
No, that just makes it sound like a porn movie.
Yeah, I know it does.
Now, ain't it so strange that this game never had any sequels?
The sequel would have been Torin's Backdoor Lovin', and then Torin's...
Prolapse.
yeah, Torin 3, The Reamer. Torin 4... ooh.
No, Torin 4 would have been Leela's Passage. Then Torin 5, Rise of Leela's Passage.
Oh, Jason missed this scene entirely. The scene with the two slugs.
No, I don't care.
Snails, excuse me.
He didn't miss it.
They were a gay couple of snails that did figure skating together. Well, figure slamming together.
That is reasonably amusing.
Would have been done. That is actually.
They stole a joke from Monty Python.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, Zippy the Wonder Lava.
Which is why it was reasonably amusing.
It was stolen!
To be fair, Jason, every comic name from Sierra stole a Monty Python joke.
Okay.
And that was a very public spanking of Torin's Passage.
Or a very public gaming off, at least. We'll call it that.
You don't usually spank the.
A very public pulling off.
Yeah.
Torin's package. Torin's package!
It works.
And
which, considering how big the tits were in this game, you didn't really see much of a package for Torin.